This is Jonah Hill, and you're listening to the only podcast that matters.
Bro Gang, we are coming to you live from Slam Jam in Milano. Ciao, Larry.
Ciao, Jimmy.
How are you?
Perfetto.
We are here live podding all fucking day to celebrate the launch of our Legace Workshop X Throwing Fits, the only collaboration that matters, a legendary link up 10 years in the making. Shout out the stock homies. This is the big one.
Yeah. We are so excited for this collab. We're so excited for this pod. We have a murderer's row of hitters, new and old, coming through. We are going maniac mode in Milano.
Yeah, I'm going to need those macchiatos to be doppio, maybe even tripio, because we are here all day. Quattro doppio. We're here all day, podding with homies old and homies new as they pop out to celebrate again our launch of this collab at Slam Jam, arguably one of the greatest stores in the world.
Absolutely.
Definitely in fucking Europe and Italy. So yeah, this is going to be fun. Lock in, Larry, because we're in for the long haul.
Arrivederci.
Ciao. Wow. No introduction necessary. Jockum, the Joker.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Co-founder of Legace, the latest brand to collaborate with the only podcast that matters. Jockum, how the hell are you?
We are feeling very good.
Yeah.
Very happy to be here.
Looking good, feeling good, playing good.
We're in Milan.
We're in Milano, live from Slam Jam, celebrating the launch of our Legacy Workshop X Throwing Fits, the only collaboration that matters. So we've already talked about it on the pod, and we got like weepy and emotional. What does OLTF mean to you?
I mean, it's been a big shoulder to cry on for so many years.
This has been a long time
leaning
in the making.
into listening to your voices, comforting.
You've been on
You're
the show
across
before.
somewhere, you can't sleep. You just plug into the TF.
Oh,
plug in, baby.
Just
Lock in.
get
tune in to drop out.
Get that comfort.
Get that John's blood.
No, I mean,
pumping.
obviously we're so. How many years in the making?
10 plus. We did the math. I think it's like 12 or 13.
Yeah.
Since you guys hung at like the Capsule show,
I haven't seen Ricardo since fucking Capsule,
it must
baby.
be 15 years.
Yeah.
15. Yeah, shit, dude. 13.
I've gained a few pounds around the jowl since I saw him, but we still out here
No,
looking
you look
good.
lean
in
and
the yin-yang.
mean.
Well, we had to because we're fucking modeling these damn tees, bro.
I want to ask you a quick question. Let's talk math. Let's talk numbers. Do you expect the Throwing Fits, Our Legacy Workshop collaboration to make more gross revenue than the Stussy Workshop collabs?
That's why we're doing this, right?
The hard sell.
So like those collabs are huge. It's like 20 pieces, 30 pieces, but with the two T's, like we're just going to outsell. Like Fraser, I'm sorry, but like we're big dogging you, bro.
Yeah. All that you need to know is that no matter what the Joker does, it's for pure fucking financial gain.
Yeah, this is a company purely driven by the fiduciary responsibilities to the shareholders, right? No
And you're
emotion.
looking at one of them.
No emotion, no soul.
Yeah, it's purely about the stacks.
Numbies, dude.
Yeah.
We're putting numbies on the board.
Numbers on the board. If this collab bricks, though, the collaboration
This
with
is
us.
friendship. This is homage to the friendship.
Well, you're saying that because if you base it purely on friendship, then there's no way it bricks. But financially speaking, if this collaboration bricks, are you going to be forced out of the company?
Is this your 3rd strike?
We'll see on the board meeting next week.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Nah.
Christopher and Ricardo, like, bro,
Bro, what the fuck you doing?
what the fuck are you doing?
Who
bro?
the fuck are these bozos? What did you do?
I don't care that you listened to hours and hours of the podcast. This was a terrible idea.
No.
So if you're listening at home, if you're
We're
watching at
proud,
home,
happy.
you got to buy this collaboration and keep this man
What?
to
I
keep
forgot
his
about
job.
the camera. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Just
scary.
because you're so locked in. Because, again, this is just all love, dude.
Yeah.
And it's emanating off the rack behind you.
I mean, can we
from
talk about
the mic in your hand?
Can we talk about the jersey you wore to this? Like,
I'm
it's
here repping. This is a Slam Jam Milan. I think it's it's not the away jersey. It's the third, whatever
The
that's
third
called.
kit, yeah.
The third kit.
For Champs League.
Exactly.
When they lose in the final.
Exactly.
Slam Jam is like near and dear to your heart. Like you guys have worked with Slam Jam for a long time
it's,
now,
it's
right?
a beautiful, like the TFOL thing, like
Yeah.
a friendship.
It's family.
And we support each other, and we've done some beautiful projects together.
When
so
you're here, you're family,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
This
Exactly.
is the Milano Mecca.
they look
right?
after us.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Shout out to
And
Slam
we
Jam.
try to do the same.
Yeah, thank you for having us, guys. Appreciate you.
We are in Milano, and you're coming straight. The Stockholm is coming straight from Stockholm. Can I just ask you quickly, who has worse tattoos, the guys in Stockholm or the guys in Milan?
Whoa.
It's a toss
I
up.
don't know who has worse tattoos.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think like the Milano style tattoo, that's kind of coming back around.
Right.
Oh, like the trash.
Yeah.
Like,
Not like the
Euro trash retro bullshit.
people are lining up for tribals now, right?
true.
You almost got one.
I almost got the yin yang.
Yeah. Which has a nice, cool, tribal-ish vibe to it.
Yeah, now when it's dripped out.
Yeah.
I know.
Exactly.
The
dude.
drippy.
Draped
Don't
up and
tell
dripped
mom,
out.
but the yin yang's got metal.
Yeah. I'm seeing a pair of camions right over there. We are in like the Our Legacy
And the
section.
camion mules. Don't forget
and the
those.
mules as well. We're in the Our Legacy area section of Slam Jam. Here's a question for you, dude. How many camions have you sold over the years? And would you like to publicly thank us on the record right now?
I just told the guys in the car over here, I mean, the camion banter,
Yeah.
Dude,
the camion crew is
the
real.
camion.
But a lot of people want to take credit, but the credit is ours. That's my
No, the
point.
credit is our legacies for making the camion.
Right, you had to make them.
Yeah.
But-
Thank you for making the only shoe that matters.
I mean, with the camion, it's been a shoe that it's been like a crew favorite. Like the team has been on this
dude,
for.
the camion crew.
Yeah.
We've had it. I don't know how long in the line, and for years and years, it was just like the team plus the closest.
So it was kind of just like meandering in the middle.
Friends and
like
fam.
marinating, basically.
Marinating. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
And I guess
And its own juices.
what we have you to thank for is like all the talk about like the post sneaker world,
Yeah,
where
true.
people are gonna jump on, and I think we have a beautiful option, which is our leather footwear is great.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, and
When did-
and the camion is the king of the
Is it the number
King of
one
the crops.
best-selling piece of footwear that you guys do?
yes.
Okay.
What about the mule? Are the mules catching up? Because like the white mules that I got a few years ago, whenever I wear them, people are like, yo, Jockum, re-release those now. Yeah. Like the mules, I think, are maybe catching up as like the summer option. As people fall in love
Yeah.
with the boot
Yeah.
as a spring, summer, fall option, I think people are like, are we seeing an uptick in the mule sales?
I mean, it's more. It's like if you're a camion guy,
Yeah.
obviously
Or
the
girl.
mule is a perfect summer alternative,
Absolutely, dude.
Exactly.
But
That's the sell right there.
But
You
it's
heard it from
also a little
the
bit
Joker's
more
mouth.
like what do you say? I've lost the expression. Like exquisite, a little bit more like refined kind of.
It's elegant. It's elegant.
Yeah.
It's an elegant.
I mean, the customer is a little bit more like maybe slightly more elevated. Like,
Galaxy brain shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like a camion you can bust. Like you see anyone from like
Shout out D-Book.
exactly.
Wet like I'm Book.
But when
No, t-shirt, jean, and a camion, and you're like,
You're the
set
most
yourself.
stylish guy in the room.
But when you go
Straight up.
camion mules and you go ass out, your foot butts out, that's
Yeah.
still keeping it elegant,
Yeah.
even though you're hanging ass.
Drop the top on the motherfucking dogs.
Were you surprised though that the shoe
yeah.
did eventually like resonate as hard? Forget the fact that you have us to thank, D-Book wearing them,
Yeah,
everything,
yeah,
And that they were marinating just on a slow simmer. You got it up to a hard boil. Like, were you surprised when you did see the camion really take off?
I mean, not surprised because we've had so much faith in it.
Right.
You know? We
You
haven't
stuck with it.
We stuck with
Like
it for
us. You stuck by us. You
for
stuck
so
by the
many
camion.
years,
What you believe in.
So
Like, finally, make some
so-
sales.
yeah.
not like surprised, but I mean, it's like fun and encouraging, like as a brand, because we are doing this, to support ourselves,
Yeah.
and so many other people working for us, and to have like that type of product like moving fast is,
Right.
is of course
Yeah.
an amazing thing to see.
Do you ever doubt? Does the brand ever doubt itself where it's like, no, we're like digital print denim. What the fuck? No one's going to buy those. And then all of a sudden, like you see that becoming maybe a sleeper hit from the brand. Like, do you still, when you drop a product, are you like, this might be a little too ahead of its time? Or do you know that you have to stick by your guns and let it marinate before you can get it up to a rolling boil?
I think honestly that's what we've kind of learned over the years now, because we've been in this for since 2005.
Coming up on 20 years, bro.
Exactly.
Congrats.
Exactly.
2 decades in
And
the
I
motherfucking
think
game.
it's one of the things you got to, to stick with the things that you believe in. And maybe you launch something and maybe first season it doesn't work. Second season, you don't know.
Bricks. Yeah.
And
Second brick.
if we wear, I think that's what we have to fall
Yeah.
back. We fall back on if we wearing it if we like it, we wear it. We just stick by it, and
I see it.
eventually,
I wear it.
it's gonna resonate. You know,
That's fucking great advice and bars. Speaking of like the Camion crew and all the people that you're supporting with your Camion sales, the last time we
supporting a lot of Stockholm families.
The last time we pulled up on the stock homies, we were bummed because Workshop still was closed because of the unfortunate kind of it was a fire, right?
Yeah, it was the whole
There's
shop,
too much heat.
The whole
too
shop,
much heat.
The whole shop melted.
Have you been super psyched on the reopening, and how has it been so far?
Yes, it's reopened.
We're so back.
It's so crispy to have that feel of like a new
Not
store.
crispy burnt.
No,
Crispy as
but
in fresh.
Crispy as in fresh, you know, and now it's built for what we're actually doing there. Before it was more like a little bit of like, you know, take a little bit from here and there.
It's kind of like a attic full of surprises and wonders where like you would turn a corner, you would open a bin, you didn't know what you're going to get. But now it's like more professionalized or more like scaled?
More like it's built for what we want to do there. You know, reworking stuff, over dyeing. You know, we got a bunch of like washing machines and you know,
freaking
dip baths and whatever we need to do. I mean,
it's the freak lab.
It's built for that now.
Yeah.
Before it was more like, oh, let's take a IKEA plastic bin and do some shit with. You know.
I would see. I forget the homie with the long hair. I guess he cut it short now. He'd just be like
Leon.
Leon would just be out front, just fucking dip dyeing in a bin, and like the noxious fumes were. He was definitely tripping balls.
He was getting high off his own supply, dude. Hell yeah.
He's like, I'm tripping.
We've been reopened for a month and a half now.
And it's going well.
Customers coming through, they're super excited.
Bro, I need to pull up expeditiously.
The must hit.
Yeah.
For anyone looking
and
to
also
do a little travel to
the
Stockholm.
and the storefronts as well.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff in store that maybe it hits store first, then online. Obviously, I think that with our legacy, you need to be keyed into the sizing, which brings me to my next question. Jockum, why is there no Our Legace store in NYC?
Oh.
You're fucking up, brother.
You know how many people order the borrowed shirts and they're like, wait, shit is oversized?
Yeah.
They need to get that shit in person.
Yeah,
Feel
they
the
need to feel it.
tactileness.
Yeah. Obviously, I mean, we have beautiful retailers there that
True.
you can go and
Lot
feel
of
the
doors.
product. But obviously, I mean, we love New York. And we've been like, you know, pre the pandemic, like for years and years, like looking, feeling, is this,
Then a fucking fire happened
we're
and you
still
deal with that?
Like bottom line, we're still like an independent brand.
Right.
And coming from Stockholm, like operating a store in New York, it's a challenge. Both
So
like,
long flight.
yeah, I mean, both financially and everything. But I think right now last couple of years has been a beautiful journey for us. Like in terms of growth and support and love from the people out
the
there.
Legace love is second
Maybe
to
it's
none.
Maybe it's not in 24, but we're definitely like seriously
Whenever
looking
you
to do.
pull up on us and open those doors, you're looking at two ambassadors ready.
Oh, maybe
to
it is
fucking
24. Let's see.
like leave our lives on the fucking field, dude, for you. So just let us know.
Jockum, so you mentioned how like the crew wears camions 24/7. They sleep in them. They have sex in them. They hit the pitch in them.
The Camions stay on during sex.
What Our Legace piece do you wear the most?
Oh. I mean, I guess what you're wearing. I mean, that's always
The box tee?
The box tee.
Yeah.
The box tee.
Best fitting tee in the motherfucking world.
I mean,
As we've
it's
said before.
I must have gonorrhea because my box tee is on fire.
Disgusting.
Bro, the fucking cut on these, it's like cropped, it's wide, it's boxy. It's got the kind of like, not a mock neck, but it's like definitely
A little thicker.
a little thicker.
The perfect
and a little closer
thickness.
to the throat. It's like not choking me, but it's like closer to the throat than your average fucking.
Now you're selling this, man.
What's that?
Now you're selling it.
Exactly, baby.
Yeah.
Cop that box tee a few days ago when it went on sale on throwingfits.com.
You got one because this is fucking history.
You think this is collab of the year?
Must be, right?
I mean, we had Legace Denim Tears Tupac. We had Legace Stussy.
Yeah.
Now we got Legace Throwing Fits.
We're in good company.
Up in the
That's all that
Pantheon.
matters.
Yeah, exactly. Where can the kids follow
Just enjoy
you?
the ride, dude.
What would you like to plug?
Sorry?
What would you like to plug? Where can the kids follow you?
Yeah.
What's going on?
I mean, obviously, I want to plug all the team in Milan here.
Sure.
You know, we come here, twice a year. Getting, we have like an extended family here. So
Dude,
I want to plug all our Milano
You rolled
homies.
in fucking deep, dude.
Your whole team's here. You have like 20 dudes here? 20 people here?
I mean, we have our showroom here.
Right.
So it's Men's Fashion Week starting today in Milan. And obviously, we're here for don't know.
Shout out
To
all
take
the
care,
Maniacs
to take care of
Milano,
all the
baby.
accounts across the globe. They come here to buy our men's and women's collection.
Shout out all the buyers that are putting
dude.
money
Shout
in
out to all
Jockum's
the
pockets.
buyers.
Shout out to the
More
buyers.
Kroner, please. Jockum, thank you for coming
You're
on
the
to the only
best, bro.
podcast.
Thank you, guys. And I mean,
amount of time.
from our side, thank you for coming here,
Dude,
I mean,
From the bottom of our nuts, dude. We're so happy to
show
be
them
here.
how it's done.
absolute fucking highlight of my life.
Heaters only.
Ciao, baby.
Ciao.
We are joined by Gennaro Boccia, owner of Pezze Vintage. Did I say that right?
You say it right.
Ciao.
Yeah, perfectly. Ciao.
Thank you
How
for
are
joining
you?
us in Milano, baby. How's your week going?
Well, it's great. I've been basically doing a pop-up in Milan, in the center, really in the heart of Milan. Pop-up with the vintage shop, and it's been doing great.
How long does it run for?
Well, actually, I was supposed to do it from Wednesday, but we push it from Thursday to Sunday. It's going to be 4 days.
Well, unfortunately for the people listening to this, it is over a very long time ago.
And it was a smashing success. And he made all of the money.
Exactly.
Gennaro, can I call you Jenny?
Yeah, Jennifer, actually.
Jennifer? That's what
Yeah,
you prefer?
please, I prefer.
Jenny from El Blacco.
Yeah.
What's like in the US right now, the most popping vintage stuff is like vintage Levi's, like old band tees.
Workwear.
What's the most popular vintage stuff in Italy right now?
Well, since I think like a year, we been hit from a wave of Y2K, like
Sure.
returning of like brands such as. Can I name brands?
Of course, bro. You can
You have to.
you can say whatever
That's why
the
you-
fuck
It's
you want.
required.
I think like Diesel has been like
Ooh.
coming back so hard, of course, and the Squared, which is
D Squared?
Yeah, the
Wow.
Squared.
That's
this-
some real
God,
Italian
bro.
shit.
Yeah, the Squared has been like forgot for like so long, and now since like a year, it's like just eaten back us so hard. And G Star.
Really?
Yeah, we in the vintage game and be slugging off G Star for
Got
like
some shooters,
the past
it's a
10 years.
G-Star.
Oh my god, that's not the good one. And now like everybody's just buying.
So basically, Bobby Schmurda is the most stylish man in Italy right
exactly.
now.
Yes,
okay.
that you put it perfectly.
So it sounds like the average Italian man who dresses like shit is actually looks great in
It's
very
Italy
on
right
trend
now.
right
So,
now.
So yesterday I went to a party, which I'm not gonna say name
That's
because
fine,
obviously,
of course, to protect the innocent
Yeah,
or guilty in
and
that.
there was this guy, like with the open shirt up to here, no hair at all, like completely waxed,
like a seal.
this square shirt,
no.
like opened up, complete. You know when you have fake tan, like
Yeah.
not fake tan, but yeah, it was like that. Sunglasses, and that would be like. You not talk to back 3 years ago. Yesterday was the star of the night. Everybody taking pictures.
Oh my God.
I was
the coolest guy at the party.
Exactly.
That's hilarious, dude.
so right now it's the Y2K stuff.
Y2K stuff, the trash, you know, everything that used to
Euro
be.
trash.
Yeah, it's like everything that used to be iconic 15 years ago, and then it went so bad. Now it's just coming back.
And
so
is it
much.
ironic or is it just like the cycle of like 20 years?
I think there is a lot of irony in there actually, which I really enjoy it. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
You're
it's-
like, please take this off my hands.
exactly. But I think it works a lot. Like, you know, fashion has to have a cycle. Otherwise, it's just boring. You know, like
Absolutely.
That's it.
So you're excited to sell the G Star, get the D Squared out the door, but is there something in your collection that you will never sell?
Yeah, of course.
What's the number one grail?
Well,
is it that D Squared shirt you saw last night?
the
D
spell
squared
out,
Henley.
the spell out the square shirt. I have this Stone Island Marina from 1982. Is a red sailor, like
Boat neck.
yeah, boat neck. Exactly.
Delicioso.
So nice with the spell out, the big one right here, and it got like metal button. And I found it 7 years ago. I remember I paid €20 for it. Like, yeah.
20 euro?
Yes.
What do you think it'd go for like on the resale market?
Oh, they offered me 1,500. I didn't
No?
sell it.
Wow.
No.
What's the
Not
most
for sale.
What's the most
Not for
expensive
sale.
thing you've ever sold?
Well, this is very cool actually. I found in my local market a T-shirt from Acura. Of course, you know Acura.
Yeah.
Yeah. A T-shirt
Acura
from
days.
Yeah. This T-shirt from Acura, like the one with the not the villain, but the friend that became. I can't remember his name.
Akira. I thought you were saying Acura, the car company.
No, yeah,
My
no,
apologies.
Akira. Yeah, exactly. The with the villain on it, like it's a pure. I got the
Tetsuo?
picture. Yeah, Tetsuo. That's it.
Tetsuo!
Yeah.
Oh!
He did this study, and I bought it for €5, and I sell it for 2,300.
Bro.
Yeah,
Let's
and
go.
that now goes for 3,000 and plus.
That's a lot of lira.
I know.
You should have hodled.
Huge markup.
So you're based in Napoli and also London, right?
Yeah, so I moved in London 12 years ago.
And London's trash, you think, or London's good?
I was like, Mom, I'm going to learn some English, but it didn't work, as you can see.
your English is great.
I'm joking.
What's like, so like as an international jet setter such as yourself, what cities around the world have the best vintage for sourcing? Like, where are you finding these €5 Akira shirts and the most fire D squared for, €1? What cities are the best sources?
Yeah, you're asking me this. You're putting me really on the spot.
Yeah, we need your
my
secrets.
vintage friend are going to hate me, but
No gatekeeping.
No. It's all right. Italy is amazing. Like great for some certain of like designer stuff.
For the Y2K trash.
Yeah, exactly. But also France
Yeah?
is very good for that. Yeah, because
For the
if you think
Garbaggio.
about Italian, French people, they love dressing up.
Yeah.
They just love spending money on clothes and chuck it
Absolutely.
away. That's that it comes to that. After 2 years, they're like, no, new things. And Thailand is very good as well.
really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Bangkok?
Yeah,
Or-
Bangkok. Yeah, Bangkok. A lot of like other parts of Asia are popping up, but Thailand, I will say, is one of the best. Pakistan is very good for military clothes. So you gotta travel a lot. I go to Thailand every now and then.
Really?
Yeah.
So Thailand, not just good for sex tourism, but also for
Yeah.
vintage sourcing.
Yeah, actually, Cambodia is the sex tourism capital of Southeast Asia. Let's get it.
My
let's not get
apologies
it
to
twisted.
Cambodia.
Speaking of sex tourism, when you are getting these vintage piece of clothing, or Johns as we call them, I don't know if they say that in London, what's the most blood or cum that you've had to clean out of a single piece of clothing?
Wow, I see a lot
Disgusting.
of yellow stains, which I
Ooh.
don't know what they are. You know
Sweat,
what I mean?
hopefully.
Yeah, fuck.
You can curse. You can curse.
Yeah,
You can fucking curse.
I can't remember actually, but like, there is shit a lot of time. I mean, I love picking up t-shirts that have holes and marks on
Right.
it. And I'm
Shredded.
like,
Personality.
I'm like probably an homeless person have like probably passed away in that. But
That's how you know it's good.
Yeah, it's
Someone died in this tea.
Rest in peace, you dead bitch. Thanks for the
yeah,
t-shirt.
exactly. But the fucking fade there,
Right,
like that, sweat make fades. That's it.
yeah.
When you see a t-shirt black like that's not like that's vintage, but that's not be
Right.
used for a long time.
Right,
you know what I
right,
mean?
right.
When
your
you see
soul-
the fading.
When your soul leaves the body, that's
Exactly.
the
That's
final
what-
fade.
That's it. Exactly.
If you could raid any historical person's closet to source their wardrobe and sell their vintage, who would it be?
Dennis Rodman.
Oh, yeah. Duh.
Not off the top.
Yeah, like no shit. I mean, Jonah Hill is pretty good as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Boy,
He
friend of the
has
show.
some very good t-shirts.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the Lithuania one, I mean,
the Olympic
Yeah,
kind of
exactly.
Grateful Dead flip. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, that was big in the game, but since he wore it, obviously everybody
There's a
were
million.
just like, and I'm just so thankful to those people that wear
Right.
vintage, because-
Wear the clothes.
exactly. That's so important.
Is Dennis Rodman your style hero for you?
No, not my style hero, but he did just so much to the world of clothes and like breaking rules. I admire it very.
Are you going to get a belly button piercing?
Yeah, probably gonna go with Carmen Electra.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I'm choosing the other way.
Yeah.
You're as bad as you want to be. That's all
Exactly.
I know.
The worm of Napoli. What about Berlusconi? Would he have a good vintage?
Well,
If
I
you went
mean,
to his
closet,
for sure, he has lots of. I mean, I would like to have his
A lot
shoes.
of blood and cum on those clothes.
That would be very hard to come off.
Oh, yeah.
True.
But have you ever seen his shoes? He wears like
Huge?
5
Big platforms?
centimeter heel.
Oh, is he a short
Yeah,
king?
he's a shorty. Yeah,
Or was
definitely
a short
I
king?
mean,
And now he's even shorter because he's 6 feet under.
yeah, 6 feet under, man.
He's negative height now.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, he'd be all designer though. All right, Gennaro, where can we follow you? What would you like to plug?
Yeah.
Your time is up. The floor is yours, baby.
I mean, just follow me on Instagram, I would say.
Sure.
You're a good Instagram follow. People are like, yo, this guy's hilarious. And you're doing like reels now and like sketches.
Well, to be honest, I'm having a little problem with those things. Like I'm so lazy of those things. Like I should really invest more time, like TikTok, this kind of stuff. But it's just I find it so easy doing a story and say some stuff on it, then like mounting video, like creating stuff. But
So like a typical Italian, you're a lazy genius.
exactly. Well, I'll take that. I'll take that.
That's a compliment.
Yeah,
the
of
highest
course.
I could pay from one
course,
lazy
of
genius
course.
to another.
So follow you on Instagram. What's the IG?
Yeah.
Pezze Vintage. Pezze Vintage.
Z equals Z.
Yeah,
American
exactly.
baby.
Yeah.
We
American.
invented the language
Forgot
of
that.
English. All right, Jenny from the block.
Yeah. Arrivederci.
Ciao, ci vediamo.
Grazie.
Ciao.
Come to the pop-up the next time because
Yeah.
that's gonna be
Follow him on Instagram and keep up
Next
with the
year.
movement.
yeah.
Peace. We are now joined by, you already know him, you already love him, Jian DeLeon, the men's fashion director at Nordy.
Thank you.
Take two. We
Take
just
two.
did 5 minutes just for the homies.
Yeah.
That was just us just fucking banting with the boys.
That's even behind, like, even
Catching
more
up.
behind the paywall, like secret insider
know.
podcast shit.
It's never going to see the light of day. Jian, how are you? You've been in Europe for a few days now. You still exhausted or you hit your flow state?
I hit my flow state.
Yeah. How are your bowel movements?
They're good. You know, you have
Back
your
on
morning
schedule?
constitutional after. I'm on the Cafe Ginseng wave now.
What is
What
that?
the fuck does that
Cafe
mean?
Ginseng. So it's like I do dopios in Florence, but then in Milan, there's like a thing called like a Cafe Ginseng where it's like a ginseng infused coffee.
And it jacks you up?
Yeah.
Dude, I need some of this.
It's
Yeah,
fire.
we need straight into the
Liquid, I need some of this Italian liquid
Just say
cocaine.
like uno cafe ginseng per favore. It's like whenever you order.
How's your Italian?
It's sort of based off my Spanish. So that's sort of how
I mean,
go.
both romance languages. You are a romantic
Exactly.
man.
Yeah.
Congrats on your engagement. Shout
Thank
out to
you.
Janice.
Yes.
Oh, we're going to ask about the wedding later,
Yeah.
but first up, so you've been here, you're going to be in Europe for just over 2 weeks, and you are known for wearing every single piece of clothing ever created.
That's
So when it came to packing for your 15 days, your truncated fashion month in Europe, how many pieces of clothing did you bring?
Like it's literally 11 pants meme. Like
Okay.
I start with the trousers and then like maybe like a couple of suits that I can break apart
How much?
With
How much?
room to add.
with room to add for like invites, stuff like that. Like JW Anderson.
Oh, like your
invite.
little,
You're the invite collector.
Yo, like the JW Anderson invite is literal mug, which
Yeah,
is
and you got
fire.
a fucking Valentino book.
a Valentino book. The invite was a book.
Arigato,
A book
Hanya.
about what? The color pink?
No, it's Hanya Yamagahara's book, A Little Life.
Oh, okay.
Terribly sad book.
Yes.
If you haven't
Right.
read it,
Yes.
that shit is a
Bummer.
fucking
That reference
downer.
went right over Lawrence's head,
Super
but all
bummer.
good.
Yeah,
I don't
Is she going to
read.
be invited to the show? Is the
they had the show yesterday.
ICFT?
I mean, I didn't see her at the show, but I don't know what she looks
quid
like.
pro quo.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't know.
I hope she was paid.
Yeah, I'm sure the book company got royalties, and maybe she got her a cut.
yeah, she got
Pay women.
she got those pink pills. All right, so what percentage of what you packed have you run through already?
25%,
Damn,
Okay.
dude.
I would say.
Wow.
Well, because I
Blowing
went shopping
John's
a
fast,
bit.
dude.
Yeah, but you know, I repeat or like I recontextualize.
You repeat
know,
like
it's
the-
never head to toe the
course.
same. You, just sort of mix
you repeat
and
the
match.
undies? Is that the secret to
Yeah,
survive
inside
the
out, ex
Oh, nice.
officio.
Of course. That's
Yeah.
a little industry
Shout
tip
shout
for
to the
friends at
sink
home.
wash,
Ski the market.
as they say.
Okay, so speaking of new Johns and saving room to pack, you're looking at the only fucking t-shirt collab that matters.
Of course.
Throwing Fits times Our Legacy Workshop. Is it too early to call this the collab of the year?
No, you know, it's not.
Is it?
I mean, it's like the month is halfway. The year's half done, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know,
What
you
are,
can
we,
only,
what are we pacing right now?
you can only top yourselves. At
Oh,
this
I
point.
wish I could top myself, brother. I'm working on it. That Italian yoga. I need more ginseng.
You got to get some. Yeah, there's some surgeries for that. I hear.
Yeah.
So I heard
couple
about.
ribs.
I'm actually
certain
doing
musical
some
artists.
healthcare tourism. We're getting ribs removed so I can top myself.
Oh wow. Okay.
That's
Who are we-
self slop.
Who are we going up against? Palace Oakley,
Wales Bonner, Adidas.
Yeah.
Sporty and
Who
Rich,
else?
Adidas,
Sporting Rich, Adidas.
Hardy's times Supreme.
Our Legace Workshop, Stussy.
Damn,
Right.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Collab of the year every year.
There's a lot.
The competitors coming from inside the house.
Is it weird that a podcast has a collab with Our Legacy, in your opinion?
No.
Are you going to buy this for Nordstrom?
Can he?
If
No.
we can buy it, I'll see it at the showroom.
No, you can't buy it.
I'll talk to Martin and Jockum and be like, listen, we gotta have this in all doors.
Fuck yeah, dude. Let's go. We'll give you that special
Yeah.
rate.
I mean, it's a
of-
trick question because you can't buy it.
Yeah.
You can only buy it on throwingfits.com after you've heard this or before you've heard this,
Right.
rather.
Besides this collaboration, which is obviously I can see you're a bona. What else have you seen in Italy so far that's really moved your dick?
Yeah, I haven't seen like much shows yet. It's just getting started. But I'm excited to see Prada and that Pizzi. I
course.
saw De Bonifacture, like
The
one of my
Bone
favorite
Factory.
brands.
Yeah.
A
The
boner.
bone, exactly.
Yeah.
The boner factor.
Uh-huh.
And Paraboot was really strong.
Were you?
Oh, and then Cucinelli's always fire.
Oh, really? Do
Yeah.
you wear any Cucinelli?
I don't, but like, there's actually
A little slim.
there's a he's tapped in. Charles on the design team.
Okay.
He's like a Throwing Fits listener.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Shout out
Shout out Charles, bro.
Shout out
to-
all of
Shouts
Solomeo.
to-
Shout out
shouts to
Chuckioli.
Charles. Yeah, he's from Texas. He used to work at By George with shouts to Brandon, now at ALD.
Oh, that's right.
yeah.
By George, an
he's definitely
institutione.
one of us.
Yo, let us fucking
You
come
got a
to
man
the,
on the inside.
Yeah, for
Let
real.
us come. I'm inside you. Let us come to the fucking Cucinelli dinner, Charlie. What the fuck?
That was in pity, right? It already
That was in
happened.
pity.
How was it? What, did you go?
Oh, it's fire.
Yeah.
How much
It's the
prosciutto
best
did you
dinner.
eat?
I actually opted for more vegetables.
Really?
I'm trying to eat better when I'm in Italy.
Okay.
Not a lot of prosciutto. Great pasta though.
Are you trying to slim down for the big day?
Trying to maintain sample size, man. I got a Tom Brown suit, man, and I can't afford to not pay it.
Well, yeah. I mean, fine.
Yeah.
It's Tom Brown.
So as we said, you did just get engaged. Here's the question on everybody's mind. How many wardrobe changes are you going to do on your Groomzilla shit?
I'm just gonna do 2. We're having a party and then we're having a wedding.
Thank you for the save the date.
Of
Marked
course.
it down, locked it in.
Yeah. So I have like a Tom Brown tux that I got made.
A
And
shorts
then-
tux?
Not a shorts tux.
Okay.
A kid mohair
Thank God.
tux.
Kid
It's very
super?
classic. No. Kid mohair.
Yeah, how much
Okay.
kid soup are you wearing to your wedding?
And then Bodie's gonna make me something.
Ooh. Like the graduation style, like with Janice's picture over your heart. Or,
But my-
Yeah,
about
we're
to
gonna,
get married
it's gonna
looking
be
like a-
embroidered face. Our faces embroidered on the back. In
No
the
way.
Style of like
No.
no.
Okay.
did she have to walk you back from the ledge on either of like those things, or maybe something that you wanted to do that wasn't TB or Bodie?
No, I mean as long as it's frankly it's more important what she wears, right? It's her
Right,
day.
but she's marrying you, which is why we're asking.
Right. I mean, I just looked at her mood board and I sort of went off that. Right. She has a Pinterest.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Is it public? Can we follow it?
I don't know. I'm
Does
not
it
sure.
slap?
It slaps. There's
Shout out
like
Janice.
there's like some JFK Jr. like
Okay.
photos of the classic like midnight blue tux.
Save some stuff
So-
for your honeymoon. That's my advice, because that is, as you know, the Fit Pick Olympics.
Of course.
Lawrence's honeymoon fit pics aged really well.
Yeah, super poorly.
Speaking
Don't
of,
look at them.
Speaking of dressing like shit and like a clown in Italy, Jian, so you were just at Pitti Uomo's and you said Pitti is back, right?
Pitty's back.
You felt the energy in the air?
Yeah, I mean, I think
The fucking
season
clowns
was
are
great.
peacocking and the peacocks are
The
clowning?
peacocks are out in full force.
How would you rate your Pitti peacocking on a scale of 1 to 10 solely based on how many times you were street styled?
6.
Oh,
I don't know.
6 out of 10?
6 out of 10.
That's it?
Yeah.
Is that low for you?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Of course you know.
Do better.
Rate my fits in terms of how much I was photographed or how much fire they were.
How much you
interesting.
enjoyed them? How about that?
My fits?
Yeah.
11 out of 10 always.
Wow.
But
I
in
only
terms
dress
of
for
how
me.
they were enjoyed by the paparazzi, 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10.
Do you
Damn, they're not
pre-plan
fucking
every
opinion.
single? Do you pre-plan every single fit, or do you just throw a bunch of shit in a suitcase and
Nah,
just kind
man.
of like
I
figure it
happen to
out?
dress on mood. I happen to dress.
So you
based
wake
on
up
mood.
that day and you're like, all right, I'm gonna wear this to Pitti.
Basically, like
right.
when I pack, I'm like, oh, I'll wear that, and I guess it goes with all this stuff, and then you just sort of, it's like Legos.
Do you do laundry
Yeah,
when
I
you're
do.
in?
I do laundry in Paris.
Okay.
I will gatekeep my Parisian laundromat.
Oh, shit,
Oh, wow.
dude.
Yeah.
Wait,
That is
it's
quite a thing to-
laundromat.
It's a laundromat. They have meal washers. It's legit.
Wow.
And it costs like literally 25% less than doing it at the hotel.
gonna
Why
get
would
that
you not
off
share
mic.
that information with the thirsty listeners at home that are itching to do laundry in Paris?
Because I don't want to run into people at the laundromat in Paris.
not, bro?
I don't want.
That's where you
Yo,
bond. That's
pull up on me. I'm posted for the next 3 hours
Yeah.
watching everything.
Yeah.
the laundromat. Is the great.
Pull up on me with my drawers.
the laundromat is the
Getting
great
washed.
equalizer. That's where everyone needs to scrub the skid marks.
Of course. Yeah, I'm a man of the people.
But you don't want to run into people there.
Yeah.
The literal unwashed masses.
I don't want to blow it up so that I can't do my laundry.
Got it.
You know?
Yeah.
Right.
That fucking
We've been
sucks
to
when
blow
the
the laundromat. Oh,
when there's no dryers available and everything. You
It's
got
the
to
worst.
move some.
I mean, I
people's
don't dry
shit.
my clothes.
Oh, you hang dry?
I hang dry.
really?
Damn.
I hang dry at the hotel.
T-shirts?
Yeah.
Okay.
The guy's an
Respect.
advanced Johnsman. Gene, where can the kids follow you? What would you like to plug?
Follow me on my Instagram and follow Nordstrom Men. We're posting things we're seeing.
Are you doing
at all
like reels
fashion
and
weeks.
content for Nordstrom Men?
We are.
Wow.
Yeah. I got
you?
the homie Trey. I'm
Okay.
filming things. He's editing. He's laying a nice voiceover.
Where the
'cause
fuck is Trey to market this shit?
He's chilling in New York because we,
Couldn't
but
afford
only-
to fly him out.
Yeah, we only have
Yo, do
me
you fly
out.
business real quick?
I do.
Hell yeah, brother.
Business, baby.
Yeah.
Business
business.
class.
All right, Gian.
Well,
see
I
you-
actually one last
Okay.
question while we have
Keep
him.
it going.
So you're at Pitti, and I'm sure you're seeing all the mules. As one half
Right.
of the mule boys, do you feel like people are kind of either one, biting y'all, or two, maybe running your favorite style of footwear into the ground, like when Paraboot yassified the mules.
I feel like
Oh, you wanted to get the one joke in.
Yeah.
Well, it's Gallagher's joke.
Right. Okay.
mules are sort of forever. I'm always gonna wear Bostons, right? I think it just depends on like who does it well, who does it not so well, and it's just gonna be one of the things that comes and goes.
What's your mule lineup right now?
The rotation.
We got a Nordstrom launch of like the digital green Birkenstock Bostons that I'm running.
Is that a Mule Boy collab?
It's like we were releasing it with the Mule Boys campaign.
Can I get a fucking Mule Boy, that beautiful baby blue?
Or can we
like
get on the seating list for the
cornflower
greens?
You are on the seating list for the greens.
Thank God.
The blues are coming back in July.
Fire.
You heard it
So-
here
All right,
first.
so that's
There you go.
that. What else is in the mule
The
rotation?
Drees Western mules.
Oh, those are
hell yeah,
crazy.
dude. Psycho
You hated
shit.
those.
No, I know, but I've seen like Gallagher has them, and I've seen people wearing it. And I'm like, all right, like I can kind of fuck with the vision with
Yeah.
the right pant shoe interaction.
Oh, I
Pant
have
mule
that with the needles like y'all suit, like you don't even say howdy suit. You know what I mean? It's like the cowboy track suit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hard.
You are an insane human being, Jian. Thank you for pulling up.
You're the best,
and
bro.
potting
Great
with
to
the
see
only
you as
podcast
always.
matters.
What a
We'll,
treat.
we'll see you later today.
Yes.
All right, bye. Wow. Nick Wooster.
Our fashion daddy.
No introduction necessary. How the hell are you?
I am well, thank you.
The Ozempic overlord is in the building.
How long did it take you to tie this little kerchief this morning?
Like 3 tries.
Really? Still got it. He still
Yeah.
got it.
Did you need a YouTube tutorial?
No, but I'm still not really happy with it.
No, it looks good.
Puffs up.
You look incredible. We were remarking outside about your exquisite thirst trap that you
Oh
threw
my
up
God.
on grid, looking fucking buff and shredded for a man of a
first
certain
of all,
age.
it was a good picture. First
Great
of all.
lighting.
Right. All of
Know
those
your
things were in
angles.
play.
Yeah.
But the reality was I did it as an experiment because my engagement has been so shitty on Instagram.
I'm sorry.
So you dropped
that.
you dropped some tit.
that I, wanted to see if it would goose the algorithm.
And did it?
And it did.
Oh boy, did it.
How much hole did you acquire based off that one thirst trap? Like your DMs must have lit up from that, no?
Yeah, come on.
A lot.
What's
yeah.
good for the goose is good for the gander.
Right. I mean,
Exactly.
on a good day, it's a lot, but this was really good.
Yeah?
So,
Hell
yeah.
So shout out to trainers for starters.
Trainers and Dr. Carragher.
So you're on Ozempic.
I am.
How's that
Proudly.
going?
Among other things.
How's Dr. Oz treating you? How's that Ozempic doing?
So here's the deal. So the first thing they said was, you're probably going to get diarrhea.
Okay.
I got constipation.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
And
You always were one to zig when the other zagged.
was plugged up in there.
Flip the script on him. Got plugged up.
But that only lasted a couple weeks. The
Couple
nausea.
weeks? No.
I mean,
Well, okay,
I
not like-
pooped in
yeah,
2
all right,
weeks, but like it just, you had that effect of like,
Right.
ooh.
Yeah.
But the nausea was bad?
The nausea was bad for like a month.
Damn.
But not like debilitating. But the deal is you don't eat. And that's
Right.
where it all kind of like comes together.
Are you repulsed by food or is it just no appetite?
So I take it on Saturday. So I took it this morning. And what ends up happening is at the beginning of the cycle, you get a little more like, ugh. Like I ate breakfast and then I did it after
Got it.
that. And I will not eat lunch. I will eat tonight. One meal a day I can do,
Yeah.
which I'm fine with. But by Friday, I'm starting to get hungry again.
Well, I mean, especially when you're in Italy and
Yeah.
Paris
Yeah,
and like
yeah,
the fucking
yeah.
food capitals of the world. Hasn't stopped you from eating ass though. Still got a hearty appetite for that. I would hope.
This man is never satiated. Speaking of which, how is Grindr in Milan?
Milan's not my jam when it comes to that. I do better in London or like Amsterdam or Paris.
Everyone does better in Amsterdam.
Right. No shit. No, but it's good. But but the problem is like pity. I couldn't even. There was no time. Like
Right.
Are you,
No
or you,
time to fuck.
no time.
you
to
don't like
fuck.
men in fucking clown suits? Like, is that it? That's got to be it too, right?
Yeah, it doesn't make my dick hard to go to see that. But
What has moved your dick? You were at Pitti, you're in Milan now. You're going to Paris. Like, what has moved your dick so far? Or what are you really looking forward to seeing?
I'm definitely looking forward to seeing Vuitton to see what Pharrell's doing.
For sure.
That's,
What are your do you have expectations on that, or you're
No.
excited?
I just want to see. Like, listen,
Show and prove.
I cannot imagine what the brief is for that, other than like keep it at however many $1 billion it is.
Yeah. Don't fuck it up. Yeah,
Right. Don't fuck it up. But like, at the end of the day, Calm, Junior, Drees,
Your faves.
all my faves. I mean, I don't really veer too far from the script, but
Is CDG still the number one brand represented in your personal wardrobe?
100%.
Yeah, without a doubt.
100%.
And that's never going to change.
Nick Wooster collaboration.
Yeah, right.
I mean, listen, the only reason I
He might
do
be
them-
constipated, but he's still covered in his own shit.
Yeah.
or at least I'm shot in it today.
right.
Okay, there it
I'm
is.
shot in my own shit. But
Good memoir title.
True. Coming soon.
Yeah. Shoot me in my own shit.
No, but I'm sure there's something that I'm forgetting that will be interesting. And part of the fun of Paris is that it's just spontaneous. Like
Right.
you
Right.
just discover shit. I'm interested to see what's it called? Seichu?
You know what? I don't know.
The person who won the LVMH prize is showing. I'm going to go see it after this.
Nice.
Here at the Satsani Foundation or something. So that could be
that's exciting.
interesting because somebody said it's
New
kind
and
of
fresh.
Japanese meets tailoring.
Ooh,
so
that
I don't
sounds
know.
right
So
up your alley.
Kind of up my alley. But
Yeah.
I have to say I don't know anything about it.
We asked Jian this earlier because both of you guys are well-known flexers when it comes to wearing all of the clothes that are available to buy. How many suitcases did you bring on this
Oh
trip?
my God.
And don't lie.
No. So
Counting?
no. So
He's doing the math. He's carrying the one.
No. I can tell you it's now grown to 4.
Wow.
So I
Jesus
did
Christ.
3 of the biggest trunks you could get.
Looking like a Grateful Dead roadie.
Yeah, dude.
Seriously. I mean, I did this old FPM, like bigger than a Rimowa thing is one. I did this Briggs and Riley, this bigger than a Rimowa. And then I did the biggest Rimowa that I have.
Yeah.
The 3 of them will not fit in most cars. Now I've added a 4th duffel bag.
So you have to travel by like Sprinter.
I do.
Have you ever lost a bag? Like Italian, I feel like European airlines are notorious for that, right?
So for the January Pitti of 2018, there was some giant like problem at Delta Terminal 4 and there was a storm and rain and all this shit.
And all these people are Italian after all.
Yeah.
And and I was on an Alitalia flight, which was a problem because at that terminal. But anyway, so the flights were that flight was canceled. Then I thought, I'll walk over to Air France and do that. That flight was canceled. But there was a diamond medallion, like Sky Miles desk where there was not a single soul. So I walked up to that because I'm a card carrying diamond holder, whatever.
Proud.
And said, even though it was an Alitalia ticket, can you help me out? And she got me on the last flight
The last
to
flight out,
Barcelona.
man. Oh, shit.
And then to go to Rome instead of Milan. All was fine. They lost my bag for the entire Pitti.
No.
Does that fucks up like your actual bag, right? Because like if you can't be out here getting fits off and getting shot and photographed, like that fucks with the brand.
Yeah, there's no reason for me to be here. So what ended up happening was I had to go. I was going back to New York anyway. Didn't get the bag till I came home from Paris, but I had to buy new luggage because I didn't have bags to take the Paris.
Do you have to keep, if you're like, all right, this is the Tuesday fit, this is the Wednesday fit, this is the Thursday fit. Well, first off, do you pre-plan your fits when you come, or do you just throw a bunch of shit in and figure it out?
I throw shit against the wall and see what sticks.
So if you lose, it's the fits you don't wear. So if you lose a bag, it doesn't necessarily fuck up the pre-planned fits or anything.
Yeah.
Like you're just like, oh, whatever was in that is now out of the equation.
Less supply.
But here's what I do, and this is like I didn't do it then, but this is what I do now. I have a bag. So I have a bag of packing cubes, which is like all the t-shirts, sweaters, socks, accessories. That's the Rimowa. The FPM biggest bag are tops.
Okay.
And
we want to know where the bottoms
the
are.
Rimowa big is our bottoms. And
Do not keep them separated.
Do not misplace this man's bottoms.
exactly.
Nick, what shopping have you done so far? What have you picked up in your time here in Europe?
I went to Dover Street. I started in London, and I went to Dover Street, and I bought some T-shirts.
Okay.
And a calm mesh T-shirt.
Ooh, cute.
I know, very slutty.
Yeah, you're in your slut era for. Well, actually, that's been your whole life, actually. But yeah.
But
He's never left his slut era.
I'm purposely waiting for Paris.
Okay.
Like
right.
That's when the best shit, you bring out the best shit.
For me, that'll be the best shopping and the best shit. There's a pair of hot pants at Dries I want. I've tried in 3 locations to get them in my size and to no avail.
Fingers crossed for you. And we got a t-shirt for you as well. So we'll throw that in one of the packing
Mr. Van Noten,
cubes.
if you're listening, come prepared like Throwing Fits did with the quick sizing. You recently moved, not recently, when did you move to LA?
Exactly 1 year ago, May of 22.
So it's been a year. How we feeling about the move? LA fucking sucks,
Yeah,
right?
just say it, bro.
Well, the weather for the past 6 months, it's been London.
Which is why people move to LA's for the weather.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
when the weather
and-
fails you, what's the point?
We pay the sun tax there.
Yeah.
No, there's more the sales tax is higher there than it is in New York,
Really?
which is nuts.
We have more space.
I have more space. I have a nice life. And LA's great. I really do.
New crop of boys to run through. Because New York was like, you've been there, done all that.
I was. It seemed like I'd overstayed my welcome on the New York grinder scene, but you know,
The goddamn mayor.
but now
pinned at
every
the
time
top.
I go back, it's like ding, 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 ding.
Ooh.
Like,
Oh, yeah?
yeah. So
Because
it's
Big
fresh
Dick
meat.
is back in town.
No, fresh meat
Yeah.
is the currency. Like,
Oh, so that's how you game the grinder algos to like
Is move
your
is
location?
it's harder to hit a moving target.
Right.
You're the Jason Bourne of Grinder.
Yeah. So it's like, oh, new cow just hit the pasture.
Yeah.
Let's milk them.
Jesus Christ, that's Nick Wooster. Ping him.
Do you miss New York then?
I do.
Besides
I
being
do.
like the star of the grinder there?
I miss walking. You
Yeah.
know, I miss walking. I miss a city. LA's great. It's not a city.
It's a series of small strip malls.
Hamlets.
What do you? What car do you have? What are you driving?
I drive the Toyota Camry of EVs. I have a Tesla 3, Model 3. It's fine.
That tracks.
It hasn't trapped you in a fire yet?
Yeah.
Yet. Knock on wood.
No, yeah, please. No.
You know,
Get
I've
out
got
of step on
I've
this
got a garage full of clothes and suitcases and a Tesla and a charger. No, it you know what? It's surprise. I don't drive. This is the problem. I had a valet situation take an hour once, and I vowed, in the words of your people, never again. Like
Yeah.
so if you go out at night, like you just Uber.
Damn.
for sure.
I drive to the gym. It's the only place I drive. I think I put on
most important place.
in 1 year. I put on 2,000 miles.
Where do you spend more time, in the gym or in your closets putting fits together?
Well, given that I like to rearrange my closets.
Okay.
You're not in the closet. Let's be clear about
I'm
that.
clearly not in the closet. No, but when I say
The
that
kerchief says it all.
you would think I plan. I am not a planner, as evidenced by my dwindling 401k. But I do not plan, and this is the problem. But I do spend time arranging.
Okay.
Yeah. You're like an artist. You're just looking at the supply store wall and what do we got? How can I make some art today?
What are we painting today?
Yeah.
You know, I like it arranged by color. I like it arranged by idea. I like things together.
Yeah. People do this with their bookshelves. You do it with all of your jaunts.
Right. Because my third bedroom is the closet.
Right.
Well, Nick, we miss you in New York.
great
We
to
would
see
welcome
you,
you
buddy.
back with open arms if you were to ever, come back east.
Yeah.
Great to see you here in Milan, live at Slam Jam. Where can the kids follow you? What would you like to plug? Any
Besides
big projects coming
Grindr.
up? Yeah.
Where can they find you besides Grinder?
They can find me on Grindr, Sniffies, or
Sniffies? Is that the new shit?
well, it's a little more immediate
Oh,
Okay.
More immediate than Grinder?
than Grindr.
Wow.
You
And
spoiled
Scruff.
bastards.
And Scruff.
Scruff. Scruff is like the
yeah.
for bearded dude, or what's Scruff?
It's funny. It's meant to be kind of like the daddy thing.
Okay. But it's not. It's for everyone.
But the twinks love it too. So
Oh, right.
it works
Shout out
for
to
me.
Twinks.
And we love the Twinks. Shout them out.
Yeah.
And follow Nick Wooster and get his fucking engagement up on non-thirst trap posts.
Yeah. If you're gonna
Please.
like a thirst
Especially
trap,
the SpawnCon.
if you're gonna like his thirst trap, go ahead and like 3 other posts in addition to the
Yes.
third strap. Right.
Please.
That's the rule.
That's the conversion rate. Nick, you're the best. Thank you for coming.
Thank you,
Great
guys.
to see
Nick.
buddy.
Lawrence
See you
James,
soon.
Thank you.
Ciao. We are joined by Gabriele Casaccia, the art director of Slam Jam. Did I say your name correctly?
Gabriele Casaccia.
Casaccia.
Perfetto.
Bed house in English. If you want to translate,
Then how would it be in translate?
yeah, Casaccia is like bed house.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Interesting.
Funny.
Yeah.
Thank you for hosting us in
Yes.
the legendary Slam Jam store.
We appreciate you.
As the art director, we got to ask you, bro, what does an art director actually do?
Where to begin?
Educate us. We don't know.
Yeah, nothing and everything. So
Oh, perfect.
Best job in the world.
exactly. Just, being passionate of something and try also to combine like energy in something that you like and, you want to spread to the world, and also trying also to connect people.
Sure.
And of course, we are like part of, fashion, but also we come from culture, subculture, and we try, to promote and also to link, different people.
Connect the dots, as they say.
Exactly like that.
How long have you been at Slam Jam?
I'm the godfather.
Oh, yeah?
Oh.
People say I'm the godfather.
The Corleone?
The?
Michael Corleone of Slam Jam? The Godfather.
Yeah.
Don
It's an American
Corleone.
movie. Yeah. No, but you've been here how long has Slam Jam been around?
More than 15 years.
Wow.
So
Damn.
a lot, quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys are now doing things not just in clothes, but with like food, music.
We try to don't just be represented as a store or a fashion company, but something that want to promote anything that come from the culture.
La
From
Dolce
food,
Vita.
from food to music to art, and this is why also we found that 5 years ago, or more like a Spazio Maiocchi, that is sort of a creative hub. So where we want also to host friends, art, musician, and also we collaborate with a contemporary art magazine, Kaleidoscope. So we have like a different thing. So
Oh, wow.
we are a proper like entity
Sure.
that we want to promote like the culture and not just, the clothes or the fashion.
Right.
The
We are
busiest
both-
art director in the world.
Yeah. There's so much more to this world that we love than just what we put on our bodies, right?
Exactly. I think that's, on my point of view, if we wear something is because we want to just show a message and we want to be part of something that is our community. So,
Absolutely.
As a food guy, what do you have for breakfast today?
I don't have breakfast today.
No?
So
What are you going to
just
have for
Cafe?
lunch?
cold brew cafe.
Cold brew. Rare. That's rare in Italy.
Oh,
Where do you get this? I need it.
there is a nice place that is nearby. Also, our office is Orso Nero,
Okay.
and is for me one of the nicest reality here in Milan.
Okay.
They serve you like a good coffee. It's like a tiny place. It's also part of our network of people that
Oh, great.
they are not from fashion, but they are linked with us. It's a sort of destination in Milan. A lot of people that come
Okay.
from also US used
to
to
know.
stop by.
Maybe we'll
Yeah.
get a little panini there after. Is Milan, so like everyone knows Milan is like the fashion capital where like business happens and all the big fashion houses like have, operations here. Is Milan underrated when it comes to like more just everyday, like cool guy style? Or is it overrated, underrated? What do you think?
It's I think that now is a moment that Milan is changing a lot.
Okay.
Now a lot of people, you can also really like meet a lot of people for all the globe that now live in Milan. I think that more than fashion, I guess that the importance of Milan is about, the design.
Okay.
And I think that during the last 10 years, it really became really a very like an important key city.
Sure.
I
So
think that
Milan is improving for the better. It's growing.
totally.
Interesting.
Can I ask about- so we talked about kind of Slam Jam, like the abstract like universe, how it's connected to like food, music, cinema,
Culture.
What about like what's the Slam Jam secret sauce to having the retail space that's doing so well during a time when most brick and mortar is fucking dying?
We always like continues to do what we do, and I think that I guess to have like a proper connection with your consumer that are not just fashionable people, but the people that live every day. Sometimes they have to be like is a destination.
Right.
It's not just a destination because it's a retail store, but it's a destination because also the people that you can meet here are people that are skater, people
Right.
that are musician, the people that are DJ. So
It's a real cultural hub, right? Like you were saying. Yeah.
We are like
Last time we came here, we had no idea where to get fucked up, and the guys that worked here were like, "Yo, go to these sick bars." And guess what? We went and got fucked
Yeah.
up, and it was a lot. It was a lot of fun.
The skaters
So thank you
told
for your
us where to
service.
Get an ice cold beer.
Yeah.
Which a skater always knows.
right.
Gabriele, So you've obviously been in the fashion style menswear game for a minute. What is a style phase that you personally dressed like? Looking back now, you really do not enjoy thinking of.
Oh,
When did you dress terribly?
when I dress terrible stuff.
Did you ever dress terrible?
Probably same time. Well, not everyone probably, they realize after a year,
Yeah, no, exactly. Like hindsight is 2020. You know, you thought it was cool then, but looking back, you're like, ugh.
Oh, probably I don't remember exactly like the year, but probably I remember that there was like 10 years ago when there was this like phenomenon about, preppy.
Okay. Oh, no.
Like these and probably that.
Were you
Like,
wearing bow ties?
no bow ties, but
Thank God.
like brown shoes,
Yeah.
something like that,
Trousers, fun socks.
Exactly.
You heard it from the art director himself. Prep, not back.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for
God
being
bless
Team
you.
Jimmy. Want to ask a question? The next one.
Okay. With Italy's rich history of art and design, like you talked about, why does the average Italian still dress like shit?
Because we're Italians.
That's it? Simply?
No,
That's
no,
a good
no, no,
catch-all
simply-
excuse for a lot of things.
Yes. Someone say that as Italian, we have like the perfect look. I
Okay.
don't think so. I think that now, always like the Italian look. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's like terrible. You feel, I can say like in the city, they are not very like the key city.
Right.
And,
I mean, they have no excuse. They got Slam Jam right here.
Yeah.
They got
They
some
got
of
to
the
come
best-
here. That's
Yeah.
what they need to do. Pull up and
exactly,
cop.
but I think that if you want to say something to the people that want to dress, I think that they have to think more on having like attitude instead, to wear something that is, branded.
Right, for sure.
I think that also during the past, a lot of like cool kids, they were something, look also what happened in the 70s with the punk,
Yeah.
They really create like something that was a phenom about the people that want to be part on this specific like community.
Right.
And they dress and they like want to wear something that they can probably show as part of what they
Yeah,
their
you
perception.
got to wear the clothes. You can't let the clothes wear you. And those clothes
Exactly,
that you do wear should represent something about you, your interests, and the subcultures that you prescribe.
Why you wear something is because you like the brand, but because the brand is really like close to you on the message that they want to
absolutely.
to show.
So my last question for you before we get out of here, and maybe we get some birria. Is it birria time? I don't know. Are we allowed to drink in the store? You're the Godfather. Can we drink in your store?
Beer, of course. If you want, I can suggest there is another place nearby Shallow.
Okay.
It's like a small beer shop. But as all the people, also from Supreme, everyone, we will meet there.
I think that is the bar that we went to.
Yeah.
So I think it will open this afternoon. But if you want before like the event of tonight, we can go for a beer and
Let's
then
go,
come
baby.
back.
My last question for you, though. So if you are about wearing brands that are aligned with like your values, what brand is most represented in your closet? What brand do you wear the most?
Ooh. Difficult question because there is no one like specifically, I wear usually like my same like pants every day.
What are the pants?
Oh, now I think that doesn't look like, but it's a Supreme pants.
Oh, really?
Really? It's probably from 10 years ago or more.
People can't see, but from the waist down, this man is looking fucking sleazy in the best way.
Real yeehaw.
The Cuban heels, the raw
This is like,
denim.
This is like a shirt that I bought from a race that I did in LA. It's like a running project. So,
Right, you do love to run.
yeah, I love run.
Yeah.
My man, my runner, Gabriele Casaccia, the art director of Slam Jam. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you
the
to
Only
you
Podcast
guys.
Nerds. Briefly, we're going to get you one of these teas real quick. So, hasta mañana, or how do you say that in
Arrivederci.
Italian?
Arrivederci.
Ciao, baby. The The legend just touched down. Turns out we've been texting for 2 weeks now. Elia Fornari, Vice President of Brain Dead. How the hell are you, buddy?
I'm good.
Thank you for sending me the
see you
Chop Saw
guys.
Mules.
Yeah, who's complaining about Flow Team now on pod?
I didn't complain. I just said, if you got the tracking number,
Wait a second.
I'll
Don't
keep an eye
I'm
on it.
on a group chat with you.
He was like, we've been texting.
Yeah.
We've been texting.
How are you, man? I love
I'm
the
good.
shades
I'm
over the
good.
fucking
Yeah.
the
You have
lettuce.
a sick fucking look, dude.
Yeah, just woke up a few hours ago.
You just woke up?
Yeah.
Did you party
But
hard?
No, I actually don't drink.
Okay.
But me and Kyle are straight edge.
Is Kyle
No.
in town?
No.
Okay.
No. I'll see him in 3 days.
Okay.
4 days in Paris.
Well, tell
for
him we
sure.
say hello. We love
Of course.
Kyle.
Yeah.
Of course. I'm sure you will see this.
Speaking of Kyle, how hard did Kyle Ing of Brain Dead have to convince you that collaborating with an inline skate brand was a good idea?
It honestly took quite, I think, a lot. So, like, definitely more than 3 minutes, but below 5.
Right.
Is that
Somewhere
like
between?
Yeah, once we got to a point where we're like, everything that I'm not gonna name drop any big skate brands. We definitely want to keep our heads,
Right.
but they
Wait, these inline skate brands got shooters? Damn, watch out.
this
They got
guy,
grinders.
Yeah.
this guy John Julio is so sick that he basically didn't need any convincing.
Oh, wow.
He was like basically the Tony Hawk of inline skating.
Yeah.
And
You just like sign me up.
this guy, don't quote me on this, but
Right.
I think he was working at DHL.
Okay.
Like
Well,
literally, like that's how small the sport was.
I don't know if
And
you know
we're
how
like,
podcasts work, but you did just quote into the microphone, so we will quote you on that actually. But he was working at DHL, and so he just like came through and just fucking made it
Yeah.
happen.
I think he just had you just needed a second job. And it was really, for us, it was really frustrating to see that.
Yeah.
And
Super bummer.
Kyle obviously was in the, Berkeley punk scene, inline skating, and, kind of grew up with that. And he was like, that was his hero. And
Right.
that hero had a second job, and, there's no sponsors, there's nothing
You
like
don't want to
that.
see your hero struggle.
That's why we did this collaboration with Our Legacy, because Jockum was doing. He was actually at FedEx. So I was like, Jockum, we'll throw you a bone, man.
We'll help you.
We'll help you out, buddy.
Yeah, I don't think we even like, it's not because of us. It was just like something that just needed to be touched.
Sure.
And in a second, Vogue was like covering it.
Right.
And then we just brought it to Essence, and Essence was like, this is a great thing.
I mean, Brain Dead, I think, is
So-
like very influential in surfacing or like getting the wheels moving on things.
You
Like
touched
even,
the
even
point.
like even like the Oakley,
Yeah.
the work you guys are doing
You
with
touched the
Collabs that are
perfect
coming
point.
from a real place of like, we're working together not to make a quick buck or to chase a trend, but because like it's important to us to work with these people, and they feel the same way.
You touched the right point. That's exactly what we do. And it's in the core of Brain that's like rediscovering. It's almost like a DJ.
Right.
You're just
Digging into
curating.
the crates, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're curating what you like, and I think it's really important for Kyle to have like full expression. So as kind of the business side of of what we do,
Right.
I try to like, let him do whatever he wants.
But as the guy overseeing the business side, are there times where Kyle or Brain Dead does things and you're like, bro, what the fuck? Come on, man.
yeah, sometimes, but also
Like every day? Is that a
but
daily
also
occurrence, or-
after, yeah, that's every day.
Okay.
Like we got to make like chia pets and having 1,000 basketballs sitting in the warehouse and.
But that's the cost of doing business. Man.
We just make chocolate bars. We make, a bunch of shit that's like definitely not useful.
That's
Right.
awesome.
But
That's
it's-
awesome.
Yeah.
There's no brand without that. The
Right.
t-shirt means nothing
Without the
that.
chocolate bars.
So you need to spend
Yeah.
20%. It's like going to the grocery store and you spend on whatever is fun, and then you always have the pasta. You,
got it.
always have
You need the broccoli.
Especially here.
yeah,
in
and
Milano.
you're always gonna get your cash cow somewhere. But
You got to spend money to make money, brother.
yeah, and our biggest inspiration, just for like our customers or whoever's seen this to get Brain Dead, our biggest inspiration is not another skate brand or streetwear brand. Our biggest inspiration is Disney. We want to get to a level where we can constantly create emotions and these new IPs.
Right.
And then somehow have a product attached to it, but that's just the checkout, right? So the storytelling has to be more important. The product has to be
Absolutely
secondary.
I mean, look at these. Like, are you familiar with the concept of Disney adults? No. It's adults that dress up like their favorite Disney characters and go to Disney. They're not with their children. It's just them.
Yep.
Either
They
like
can
with
go on
their
it or whatever.
homies or with their partners.
I definitely know a few people.
But it's like the emotional connection so crazy that they're willing to debase themselves and make asses of themselves. And you're trying to make brain dead adults.
That's basically what it is. Yeah. And believe it or not, there's so many Disney adults customers in our demographic.
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
There's
absolutely.
so many.
And you guys like seemingly have endless, again, good collabs that appeal to all these different types of people. Oakley is a great example.
Yeah.
And not only are we talking about brain dead, but look at what Oakley did with Palace. You're wearing them right now. We already told you look fucking sick. Is Oakley apparel, in your opinion, about to have a crazy resurgence? So not just shades, but gear.
Yes, I think, they always powered their IPs and it's always been there. So just like we said, for John Julio, it's something that they have, but I don't think they need that much help. I think they shouldn't focus on appealing to the young kids. They should focus on keep building on what Jim Jannard built.
Sure.
And that needs to be edgy. That's why I love Oakley when it's edgy. I love Oakley when it's doing tactical gloves. I love, that's what's going to make Oakley go into the future. Mm-hmm. They need to build the future with tactical gear. So the use of the metal is really important in eyewear. The made in USA eyewear is really important. That's why a lot of our shoes have the metal logo.
Yeah, the metal O, yeah.
Yeah, and we actually produce all of those. So it's a straight license.
Is it, so can you explain, is that what the factory is?
Yeah, so we basically went to them, another one of Cal's crazy ideas. We just went to them and we were like, what if it's not a collaboration? My family has 12 generations of footwear.
12?
Yeah.
We heard
You were making
royalty,
You're making shoes for the Medicis?
Footwear production.
Medici Jordan over here,
Fucking
dude.
Michelangelo is in
the technology.
slides?
The technology was way more advanced back then. People could fly and so
That's
on.
true.
Now it's just EVA, rubber,
Very true, yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
But we have the secrets. And as we approached this project, we were just like, okay, we gotta do something impactful.
Right.
And we hate going back and forth with collaborations and just jumping around, right?
Yeah.
So we wanted to do a
You're like, let us
3-year
cook.
project.
Literally, let us cook. Yeah.
And they were so amazing, especially Brian, the creative director, and Andrea, part of the Luxottica team here. They were so amazing that they just told us, okay, you guys do your thing.
Yeah.
We'll just oversee it.
Yeah.
So it was
Literally and figuratively fucking with the vision,
yes,
dude. Nice.
yes,
Hell
that's
yes.
literally what we did. And having control of the production and the product is very, very strong, because when you work with Nike, they have control of the product.
Right.
So they tell you what to do.
Mm-hmm. Which is in collaboration, really.
Another thing we might get killed from.
Sorry.
Yeah, it
Might start
happens.
seeing like that.
It happens, yeah. There's a red dot. It's like, yo, those Oakleys are sick. They have a red dot. Oh, sorry.
Damn, fucking, yeah, with snipers on the roof, snipers on the roof.
We need to clean up in our legacy room.
We might be able to help them as well.
Sure, of course.
Not saying that like we were blessed into Oakley, but I think that's the right way to do things. You know,
Yes.
if you need our help,
Yeah.
it's almost like, going to Guillermo del Toro to ask him to do a movie and then tell him, okay, but you have to do it
Right,
this
exactly.
way, And
Needs more explosions
Yeah.
Yeah.
and tits.
Well, for him, monsters.
Exactly.
Yeah, needs more
but
monsters and shit.
Yeah.
So you're very tapped in with the Oakley team. That's like that's your fucking fam.
Self-evident.
Can I have some Oakley over the tops, please?
I mean, you got yours.
No.
No, the
I
over the tops,
the
dude.
over.
No, we didn't make those.
No, I know, but
can you get me
from
some?
Oakley?
Yeah, but this would be so expensive to gift.
How do you feel
Don't
about
you
like
think
the
so?
fact that they are selling on eBay and other resellers for like literally thousands of dollars?
That's actually crazy. I'll tell you an amazing story. Oakley, Brazil is the best country to get those products from.
Really?
Yeah. So they basically, because of the favelas and the military in the favelas, they build products just for Brazil and all the craziest collectors. So if you want to get over the tops, you go to Brazil.
So I'm going to Brazil to get a BBL and some over the tops.
Exactly.
I'm coming back.
One of the slides, one
Loaded in the
sandals.
back and fucking
It's
hit it up
it's
front.
really crazy. And like once we post something, I have so many millions like hate comments in Brazil in Portuguese. And it's crazy. So we had to like actually ask Oakley, like, hey,
what's going on in
how
Brazil
do we
there?
can we open stores in Brazil? And Oakley has, you know, a separate production, very insane shoes, and like kind of a lower tier, but it looks so sick.
Right.
And yeah, it's just culture there. It's like Stone Island for hooligans.
Got it.
It's the same thing.
Damn.
It's
when,
really
when,
amazing.
when all the Brazilians said come to Brazil, Oakley was like say less. They really went to Brazil.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
amazing.
That's exactly what it is.
Damn. What is your personal favorite collab that Braindead has ever done?
Ooh.
If you had to pick one.
So many to choose from.
Yeah.
It's a very.
We're asking you the hard questions.
It's
bro.
a very, very difficult question. I would say Oakley is definitely one of the tops.
Okay.
Recency bias.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, but this is the thing. I love their Minions collection because
You're a Minions adult.
basically, okay. Oh, we're gonna get so killed. We're so screwed. But
We're so screwed.
We basically pitched to Universal this project with the Minions. So they loved it. And our good friend Nick, his dad created the Minions, right?
What?
So
Mr.
he's
Minion.
like, yeah, he's part of
He's Gru.
He's Gru.
That is Gru.
He stole the
that's
moon.
Literally what he is. And they basically created Minions, and he's part of We Did It. So he founded We Did It, the collective with Shlomo and Dij. And they're such good friends of us. So they were like, oh, these kids are cool. Let them work on the Minions.
Cosign.
And they didn't know Kyle was coming in the room. So once Kyle got in the room, he was like, okay, we would like to make it a Native American thing. And they were like, I have no idea of that. Like,
what are you?
the implications of
banana.
that. The implications of, you know, just think about like all the legal issues that you could have.
Yeah.
But we ended up basically, I don't want to say stealing from the giant, but we basically took the money and we paid very, very well these artists, these Native American artists. And that was my favorite project because we were basically
You were
able
Robin Hood.
to-
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
basically what it was.
Yeah.
We
And
were collabing on
that
stolen
was,
land.
You know, something that
You must do a swag acknowledgement.
Swag acknowledgement. Yeah.
So that was like, that's your favorite collaboration because not just the end product, but like how it got to be and who you were able to include.
because we were able to help these
Who you
people and
empowered,
also expose them to
Incredible.
a way bigger stage,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And
Get them looped in on the Minion cottage industry, which is a $1 billion business.
you guys should check it out. We just made these like woven baskets and
Sick.
Ishi Glinsky was like the head artist that connected us to all of them.
Amazing.
So shout out to him. And yeah, I would say that's something where Brain Dead worked perfectly.
Right.
That's how Brain Dead
You have
should
a lot
work.
to be proud of when it comes to
Yeah. And we were
absolutely.
able to make zero profit again.
Yeah.
So,
So you're like,
Doing your job, bud.
creatively awesome. Business speaking, a lot of maybe room for growth.
maybe room for growth.
Aaliyah, thank you for coming onto TF. Where can the kids follow you? What projects? What do you want to plug?
Yeah, the floor is yours.
I mean, yeah, definitely like all the projects that we're doing this year are very strong, but 2024 will be
That's a big year.
possibly our biggest year.
Hell yeah.
Things
And
coming.
get our shoes.
Yeah.
Get me
Be
those shoes.
like James and get your shoes.
I might just cop them from Slam Jam. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna buy them. Just to have
Honestly,
them.
they're just here. Dude.
Yeah, I might just buy them.
We'll send them.
I took a photo and sent it to Kyle, even though it is like 1 a.m. in LA right now or something. But
Well
Like,
played, brother.
Texted me somehow.
Yeah.
I'll save your number, buddy.
and
That would
to
you
you the
That would
same.
definitely help.
Aaliyah, thank you, bro.
We appreciate
Thank
you,
you
man.
guys.
Peace.
Thank you guys so much.
a brand new stock homie, Daniel Lindström, the fashion director of Café Magazine and King Magazine. Hey.
Hi, it's an honor to be here.
How's it going?
I'm fine. I came from Florence like yesterday.
Okay.
And I went to the Valentino show. Mm-hmm. That I thought was really nice. I like this kind of like huge shows sometimes where they spend a lot of money.
Extravagant production.
Yeah, I do it.
You've been in the fashion game since like the late 90s, Jockum was telling us?
Yes, I have.
So you've seen things come and go.
Yeah, I've
and
seen it all.
mostly go.
I think my first season here in Milan was, I came here like 99 and I started to approach.
Most of our audience was not even born.
I know.
In 1999, if someone told you that a Swedish menswear brand named Our Legacy would collaborate with a podcast named Throwing Fits,
You would say, what's a podcast?
Yeah.
I don't think I even had like a cell phone at that time.
You must have had like a Motorola Razr, no?
Yeah.
How else would you like get here?
maybe.
Yeah. T9 texting.
No, but I came here because my magazine, they had a lot of money at that time. So I said to my
Most
boss.
magazines did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Because
said,
it was before podcasting.
yeah. I said to my boss, I need to go to Milan and I could do it. So
Well, I want to ask you about your current situation. My first question and the obvious question, and you kind of even alluded to this in the pre-conversation of this conversation.
When we were meeting, yeah.
How is it possible that you're the fashion director of two magazines?
they used to be competitors.
Yeah.
And both went so small. So one of the publishing houses took over.
Oh, it was
So
an
they're actually-
acquisition.
Yeah.
So they're actually friends.
So we used to be like 15 full employed people at one, and now we are 4 freelance at both.
Wow.
So you are pulling double duty
Right.
just out
So
of
they're
necessity.
paying you one salary to do 2 jobs. That's how it's possible.
Yeah, but I think they still like there are advertisers in the print
Of course. I mean,
magazine.
King is iconic.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a magazine for kings.
Kings
Yeah,
by
it
kings.
is, and it still open doors for me.
Right.
Because when I go to Milan, you need to request all these invitations to the brands, and a lot of the brands, they are so small in Stockholm. For example, Valentino, they sell maybe 1 shirt in Stockholm. So there's no money at all. So you need to have, but they like the magazine. So
Sure, of
the
course.
magazine is my way in. It's no
Right.
business at all for Valentino.
It's your golden ticket.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. It's
But-
a
but
heritage
you're-
property.
But you're good at the acne shows or the acne presentations. You're good there, right?
Yeah.
And the Fjallraven and
I'm the king.
Yeah.
I'm the king there.
you're the king of you're the king of
No,
acne.
but yeah.
The king of Gant.
Shout
out our friends at Gant.
You have been going to fashion shows for a long time now, right? What do you miss about like the fashion world from pre-internet times when you didn't have a cell phone?
I miss a little bit about the intimacy. Right. But I remember when I went to a Ralph Lauren Purple Label presentation yesterday.
R.I.P.
They have this palazzo. And then I remember like in 2000 and 2001, they had a show there and Ralph was there. And we were just a few people inside the room. And they were doing this presentation with models. And afterward, you could speak with Ralph. And that was amazing.
Did you talk to Ralph?
Yeah, what was that like?
What'd you
That
ask
was
him?
so private. I don't remember.
Can I have some free purple label, please?
Wait, Purple
So
Label
that's-
is
that's-
back?
Yeah, Purple Label.
But it was gone or did it
for
ever?
a short while, I think.
Okay,
but
right. Because
it's
Black Label is gone too.
Yeah,
Sorry,
but
Purple
it's,
Label
it's
back.
trying to
definitely
get my
back.
horses
So
in a row.
I can miss that because
Just like
now
the-
it's so huge. It's
Right.
so much influencer. It's so much Korean boy band.
Sure.
It's insane. You have to like almost fight your way out.
Yeah, you used to be able to enjoy the BTS behind the scenes. Now
Yeah.
you're fighting BTS to get into the actual show.
exactly.
Call me BTS the way I like
In January, when I was here at the Prada show, there were 8,000 people outside.
God
8,000 people.
That's insane.
Just fans lining up to get
Fans for a
get
Korean boy band.
Just getting the IG off.
yeah.
God damn.
So we've talked about how established your pedigree is in this industry. So clearly, Daniel, your taste level is above maybe even our pay grade. What I want to know from you, in your esteemed opinion, who are the most stylish men in Europe?
In Europe, from what country? Or
The continent.
okay. I think
The old country.
I think like this. When you talk about the young new generation, I think there are a lot of cool guys in Stockholm and Copenhagen.
For sure, we agree.
But the older generation, I mean, if you go here in Milan, I could go like blindfolded and take one man in his 60s and I can put him in Stockholm and he would be the best dressed.
You'd be the king.
Really?
Yeah.
Even
You
if his
don't
pants-
see this kind of man in Stockholm.
Yeah, because the pants are too tight. In Scandinavia,
Yeah.
we like the baggy pants. But for the younger generation, you think Scandinavia is what's doing it?
Yeah, I think so. Copenhagen is super cool. You have these crowds with like
Great food scene, great fashion scene.
Great
they
wine
have
scene,
like
yeah.
a lot of energy, like new fashion brands, like cool kids. Like it's a new.
Is it like streetwear or how would you?
Yeah, it's a little bit like Balenciaga inspired, maybe,
Sure.
but it's like a punk scene when you come to Copenhagen and you see the fashion brand. It's like a lot of tattoos. They take drugs. They are like rock stars. Yeah, it's a new wave.
Right.
So the Danes are doing it. The Swedes are doing it.
Swedes and Danes.
But if for the Gen X boomers, it's old Italian guys that are in like the tailoring or
Yeah,
what
I
exactly?
think the tailoring has come back a little bit after the pandemic. You
Yeah.
want to be like more dressed up, and I
Suited
think
and booted, as we say.
yeah. And I think to find inspiration, go to Milan.
What about you though? Are you a tailoring guy? Because you're in 991s and shorts.
No,
with like the button up.
I like to have like a blazer sometimes, but I'm
It's too hot today.
Yeah, it's too hot. I have 3 kids at home, so I'm used to like be very functional dressed all the
Dad
time.
mode.
And I also run a lot and I bicycle, so I'm much more into functional wear. Utility. But I want to have like a nice blazer when I go like out in the night.
But not when a kid is going to throw up on your blazer. You know what I mean, right?
They're old.
How old are they?
12, 17, 20.
How do they dress?
Yeah.
They actually, the fashion is so baggy, so they rob me on they steal all my
Really?
Acne hoodies and
So
stuff.
do they
like
think you're cool? Do your kids think you're cool and
Yeah,
stylish?
they do, because my wardrobe is packed with like hoodies from Acne, like from every season. So they just go into my bedroom and and take whatever they want.
Do you
That's nice.
Do you hit them up and be like, "Yo, tell your dad like I got this deadline. I'm the fashion director of these 2 magazines. I'm overworked, underpaid. If you're listening, fucking publishing company, pay
this man.
Do you hit your kids up and be like, "Yo, like what's cool? What's popping on TikTok right now?"
No, it's more I have to decide.
Because you know that's free. That's free labor right there. If you want to,
I know.
You know.
Free child labor, even.
Yeah, I try to. I'm interested in youth culture, so I think you need to be that to have my job, my position,
To be tapped in.
Yeah. So of course I see what they do and I see what's inspired them. But I also love to go to the Acne store where I have a beautiful 50% discount. 50% lifetime discount.
Half off.
Lifetime.
So
They're
then
like
they can-
Beyonce at Popeyes, dude.
So then I love to go there and they can ask me for anything at
Right.
Acne and I buy it. But if they say like this, can we go to Sarah and buy something? I say no.
Fuck no. Go to your room. Damn, half off Acne. I wish I had that as a teenager.
Yeah.
What about who are the most stylish Americans?
Are there any? And are you looking at
think
2 of them?
They're struggling right now to
Yeah,
come
no,
up
no,
with
no,
names.
no. I have an answer. You know, as I said, I run a lot. So I have been in Boston 2 times this year for the marathon.
Right.
I love to go to Boston.
Boston, notoriously swagless city.
And I think there is some kind of style in Boston.
No, there
I
isn't.
think
In
so.
Boston? Really?
Isn't it?
What?
I don't know, but it's
who,
so.
Mark Wahlberg?
I can
Like,
say
who's the
New
guy that
York,
you're-
of course,
Right.
but it's an energy in Boston because I'm
Really? But you're
I'm
at the
very-
marathon, which is like the most Boston patriotic day of the year.
I know, but
Culture shock.
it's an energy that I'm.
Like, that's
you
called
know,
runner's high, buddy.
yeah, and you see at all these Slam Jam guys, they are like runners.
So like
So when you go to a marathon city like Boston, you see all this like new run. There is one brand from New York called Bandit or something. I think it's Bandit.
I don't know.
Bandit?
So
We don't run. I don't
no.
run.
But I think running is you have this brand Satisfy.
course, yeah. Satisfy,
a lot of
yeah.
stuff happening in that
District
community.
Vision.
And when I go to Boston, I see a lot of new stuff.
So-
that's my opinion.
So Patriots jerseys, is that the move right now? And Celtics jerseys and fucking
Celtics
Jackass?
colored Jordans. All right.
What about we do want to shit on America a little bit.
Yeah.
So like what are the worst American fashion trends right now?
that have
Right
made
now.
it, over
That
the
you're
water
seeing.
to Sweden?
What
Like if you were to
can-
get negative, what's something that we're not
I'm
feeling?
I'm
Daniel?
like fed up of this. I mean, there was a time where you were wearing. I went to New York Fashion Week like every season,
Right.
And I love to go to like the Tom Brown show and stuff like that. But now it's nothing that turns me on when it comes to American
Men's
brands.
Week is basically dead.
Yeah,
in New
it's
York.
dead.
It's a
Why
bummer.
is it like that?
Because the CFDA sucks at their fucking job. Hire us.
I don't know. I mean,
I'm not that. What happens in New York?
nothing. Literally nothing.
The energy in New York.
Do you mean do you mean a New York Fashion Week, New York?
Yeah, but are the
Or
new
just-
like cool menswear brands? I
They're all
haven't heard
small,
of.
independent that don't have the money or the funding to do shows and or presentations. So all the energy is happening on the street. I mean, this isn't fucking Galaxy brain level shit. It's happening on the street and in the fucking stores.
I mean, there's some like Luar is very good and New York based. 4S Designs.
Telfar.
Yeah,
Telfar,
Telfar
like,
is good.
Yeah.
Engineered Garments is still
Good.
considered a New York brand.
Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, it's tough.
I didn't answer you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think tight jeans maybe.
Who is?
I mean,
jeans.
narrow jeans. You see a lot of like narrow pants in, don't you?
No, you see that more here. That's Euro trash. Type
Okay,
There's a bit
sorry.
of like a rocker look, like a 2000s rocker look that's maybe coming back a little bit. Yeah.
There's a lot of guys who are acolytes for Eddie Slimane, and they tight leather, tight jeans, and even though he's making bigger cuts because the market is changing, there's still a guy that in New York he goes to the club, he has on a trucker hat, he's getting bottle service, and he's trying to fuck bitches wearing skinny jeans with motorcycle boots. Yeah,
That person's name is G-Eazy.
yeah, and they love cocaine.
Daniel, let me ask you this. How much do we have to pay you to get on the cover of King Magazine?
Yeah, that's the $1 million question, literally.
How many kroner?
We wouldn't sell any copy at all.
True.
Zero.
Zero copies.
0 copies, and I think it is important for us to show our owners that we can sell copies.
Yeah,
so there's
that's-
no price on it.
So there's zero. Okay, so €0.
It's invaluable real estate that we cannot afford
Yeah,
regardless.
but you should go to Stockholm. You have been in Stockholm.
love
Yes,
Stockholm,
of course,
yeah.
the best.
Oh, he was there recently too.
You
For the
should
first time.
break down your white Tokyo take.
I think that Stockholm, to me, I've spent a lot of time in Tokyo. Stockholm is like white Tokyo, where like good design is ingrained in the everyday details of like you're on the bus. That turns out like the armrest is ergonomic in a way that you wouldn't even think of until you
that's
actually put
true,
your
that's
arm down.
true.
Something like that.
But Copenhagen is even a better city.
Really?
Everything that is nice in Stockholm is it's a little bit better in Copenhagen.
Yeah,
the
Copenhagen's
girls,
a little
Elevated,
like
it's all
soul-
elevated.
the
I don't know.
restaurant.
the drugs.
drugs.
You wouldn't know anything about that. But
What has
yeah.
better drugs, Stockholm or Copenhagen?
I stopped drinking 10 years ago and I don't do anything.
Good
I
for
went
you.
to too many fashion weeks here in Milan. I've been so wasted on shows.
Yeah. Wait, like
I can tell you a story. I knew at like 15 years ago when I was drinking a lot, I knew every show where they served champagne.
Right.
So I went there before and I like drank
Pre-game.
so much. And at Prada, the Prada show was always on Sunday.
Yeah.
And after Prada, direct was Calvin Klein.
Okay.
And once I drank so much because at backstage at Prada they serve you like what do you say vodka just on the rocks.
On the rocks, straight up. Yeah.
Straight up vodka. And I drank so much backstage at Prada. So when I came to Calvin Klein, I was so wasted, so I couldn't remember the day after that I had been to the Calvin.
No.
Yeah.
Well, thank God for Vogue Runway, where they just ran all the photos, right? I guess
Well, this
it's
might
a
have been
long time
before
ago.
the internet, dude.
So you're
that was a
basically-
low point in your professional career, you would say.
And then my ex-wife forced me to stop drinking.
Shout out
And,
the
I
ex-wife.
haven't done it for 10 years.
So you're like the Mads Mikkelsen in another round, but of fashion.
Another show, another round.
Yeah, another game.
look.
I've been drinking so much.
Daniel, where can the kids follow you on social media?
Yeah.
My Instagram, Daniel Lindström.
Okay, and
Please do it.
And then
I
what
need
about
more
This man,
followers.
Follow this man. Where do you want to plug? Like, what are the magazines you work for? What are the projects you got going on?
I go to a lot of shows. I have access to a lot of like backstage. If they
that
start
good
following me,
BTS.
when do you broadcast it?
Will be next week.
Okay, I will be in Paris. I will be backstage.
Hell
I will
yeah.
meet.
Not drinking.
not drinking the
Backstage, not
champagne.
drinking.
No, not drinking. And then I will be up running and I will be showing the latest technical running gear.
Let's
into it.
go, baby.
Yeah.
You got a running influencer.
Follow me.
And a freelance fashion director Voltron into one
And
beast of a man.
young models, both men and women.
Oh, so if you're
I
horny,
love young
Follow
models.
this man.
I'm
Yeah.
obsessed.
this man loves young models.
I am.
Daniel Lindström.
Thank you for saying that on the record, by the
Daniel
way.
Lindström, he just like me for real. Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you,
Thank
Daniel.
you.
Great to meet you, dude.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Simon Hogeman.
You got
Just
your ass.
kidding. Real pronunciation, Hogeman, just like Pokemon. The co-founder of Très. Simon, how the hell are you?
I am very well, thank you. How are you
You
guys?
snoozed up?
I did, yeah.
You just hit
just
an
now.
upper decky gum pill,
Just
dude.
now.
Hell
What?
yeah, dude.
What number
no.
snooze was that today?
Let's
gonna
see.
count 'em?
I'm gonna count them.
While we're here,
5.
could I maybe?
Please
Yeah, okay.
indulge.
What's your average snooze consumption per day?
Depending on stress level, I guess. But it's on a stressful day, I'll probably knock down a pack.
Damn,
but
what is that, 20?
20. Yeah, I used to be. I haven't counted them.
So to deal with stress, you like to get your heart rate up and your blood rate up. Okay,
Yeah.
sounds
Buzzing
Exactly.
like a damn bumblebee. Velo
Yeah.
is like the Swedish Zen, you said?
Yeah, I guess I would have thought Sin was Swedish as well.
Oh,
This
is
is really
it?
tricky because it sounds like a very active, healthy brand.
Yeah.
Velo. It's a bicycle. No, it's a fucking.
That's
this
the
shit is
that's the
fucking
new.
hit. Is this 6 milligrams? Do you guys do milligrams?
Yeah, it's like the average. It's 6. Yeah.
6 milli gum
Yeah.
pilly,
Yeah.
dude. It's so great to not have to Zoom pod with you.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
One of our goats,
Yeah.
not even just Très Bien, and obviously Très Bien everywhere, but fucking Sun Buddies, our sunglasses brand of choice. It's great to see you in person, bro.
Likewise, it's been
Simon,
a couple of years.
The first question I want to ask you: what is it like having the sickest last name in the world?
Is it?
Yeah, dude.
Hogeman.
Hogeman. It's actually someone in my family, like my grandpa, just made it up.
He was famous for his gigantic penis.
How big was your grandpa's dick, dude?
I never met him. He died before I
Oh, damn.
was born.
Oh.
so-
You know why? There's too much blood in the dick. Couldn't keep the brain going.
He fucking tipped over and fell
Yeah.
off a cliff, dude.
Fell into a
He
river.
was bottom heavy.
No one knows.
Death by hog.
Yes.
Your brother Hannes is not here.
He's not. He's at home.
What's your favorite thing about working with your brother?
My favorite thing is probably that we're very, very often on the same level since we grew up together and have worked together for 18 years now. We rarely have to discuss like details and ideas.
You're
it's
on the
just like
same
we're
wavelength.
very, very much in the same wavelength.
Sounds like two guys I know.
Yeah.
Is there ever any like brother rivalries where you end up just like punching each other?
No, not punching anymore. That was more childhood. But
Okay.
I think there's definitely problems with working with relatives in general, I think. But
Like
I'm
But
Christmas
it's a
dinners.
family business.
Christmas dinner's fucking awkward if you guys can't decide on like how much Jill Sander
yeah,
to buy.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys used to always get like, I used to love seeing you guys get flicked up together, like at
Yeah.
PT or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like he travels less now. Is that
He
correct?
does, yeah. Since we used to do all the buying together for
Right.
many years. And then he kind of got a family and he has to
Family.
he got a
He had
Congrats
sex.
on
yes,
sex, Hannes.
He did a sex.
I don't know.
Presumably.
Supposedly, yeah.
He splashed down.
Yeah. But so he felt like he didn't want to travel as much. So then we
He stepped out of the spotlight. He conceded it to the brother. Are you the older brother, younger brother?
I'm the younger brother.
You
by-
conceded to the younger brother.
Man, dude, the next generation.
Yeah,
Here, have
exactly.
my clout.
Wait,
Yeah.
what's the age gap?
3.5 years.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah.
So what's the worst thing about working with Hannes?
That we are not as similar as persons as you would think.
Really?
Yeah, he's more of
Doesn't
a
game?
He does game actually. He plays Zelda right now with his
Who's
with his
better?
son.
You or Hannes?
I haven't played with him, but I would assume that I'm better actually because I have more hours.
Yeah.
You don't have children sucking up your precious game time.
Exactly.
to
Yeah.
raise a family,
yeah.
dude.
I can like rage quit. He can't. He has to like be composed at all time.
How do you guys separate the roles? Because like we talk about Très Bien, but
Yeah.
there's also, as Lawrence mentioned, there's Très Bien everywhere.
Yeah.
There's Sun Buddies. There's
Yeah.
the Atelier. How do you guys split up your roles?
So as of a few years ago, he's taken on more of a like creative director role for the entire company, and he's technically in charge of our clothing lines everywhere and Atelier.
Both.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's more of on a like overlooking type level of those, and we have a team of designers and product developers.
In Malmo.
In Malmo.
Shout out to Malmo.
Yeah, and actually we have one guy employed that lives in Florence as well, where you just came from. Firenze.
Just one?
Yeah, he used to work in the
loneliest
office.
designer?
He's Italian and
Okay.
wanted to see you later. And wanted to.
Garmento.
He's a fabric type guy.
Oh,
so
nice.
one of those fabric ass motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know the type.
yeah,
Speaking of everywhere.
Wait, and then what's your role?
my role is I'm in charge.
Enough about Hannes.
Yeah, yeah, true.
He's not even here.
That's one of the issues. Everything is about him at all time.
Well, let's make this about you, Simon.
I'm kidding. So I'm in charge of the buying. Me and Jesse Hudnut, your
out,
good
Jess.
friend.
Shout out Mr.
Yeah,
Nut, baby.
he's not even here.
I know.
Yeah, he's
that's
at a
He's
wedding.
in Mexico, fucking
douchebag.
city.
It's fucking bullshit.
We miss him though. It's
do.
always nice to see
Really.
him.
Wait, so are you doing double the work in Florence, Milan, and he'll join you in Paris, right?
He'll join me in Paris, yes. And I didn't go to Florence this time, so I'm
You
just
didn't
here.
miss much, apparently.
No, to be honest, no.
Just Milano.
Just Milano.
Solamente Milano. I don't fucking
Yes.
know what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to pay attention. But I'm like, what are you saying?
Sorry,
Popping
we
up-
had a
popping
couple
up-
drinks at lunch, guys.
Pop another Zin. Try and keep up.
Yeah.
How's
so you're
that
doing the
hitting, by
buying.
way?
Oh, it's fucking wonderful. What is the flavor?
Mint.
Menthol? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if you're doing the buying,
Yeah. And
What
I'm in charge of somebody's as well.
Somebody's.
Those are my two main.
right?
The only
Main things,
sunglasses
yeah.
that
Then I have
matter.
some boring.
Keep it fucking locked.
Yeah, exactly.
James and I,
coming.
Yeah.
James and I are obsessed with Très everywhere. Obviously, we've asked you for some free shit over the years. It might have hit a Zood board that one of us may or may not have every so often. My question for you, and I want you to put away your Swedish humbleness and answer as honestly as possible. Is Très everywhere the most underrated brand in menswear? Straight up.
Oh wow, that is big words.
Well,
Maybe.
they're not that many syllables.
I mean, I think that it's turning into something that's really good. It's been a bit up and down over the years, to be honest. I'm also very self-critical.
Yeah.
But I think there's definitely some really good things.
It has been around for a while. Like
has.
Très, it was just like Très inline.
Yeah.
Then it's the Atelier, which is still popping, and
Yeah.
now everywhere is kind of the more like everyday accessible, less
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
avant-garde type shit.
I think, yeah, exactly. I think we're, as a retailer, trying to move away and have been trying to move away a bit from the like contemporary side.
Sure.
And focusing more on what we initially did with like having a strong like fashion focus and having Très everywhere being like the contemporary splash that we have on
You're
the
gonna
side.
fill that void yourself.
I mean,
Ideally.
that's in my head. Yes, that's the plan. And
Wait, so this is some evil genius shit. So you're removing your own competitors from the store.
exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn, after you put them on too.
Yeah.
My guy's about to steal the moon.
James and I would always say that, and we still say this, where like the best platform for discovery of new brands are just, it's simply looking at the best stores in the world, of which Très is
Clearly
top
up
two,
there.
and it ain't two, dog. Like, so now everywhere is kind of like, hey, also, by the way, check our shit out. The leather? Woo.
Leather's good. It's really
Good.
good. There's some
great.
there's some
But I
good
want
things
to turn
coming.
the focus back on to you for a second.
Okay.
Again, fuck Hannes. He's not even here.
Right,
No, I'm kidding.
right.
We love Hannes. What are the as the buyer,
Yeah.
when you do your job well, what are the brands at Très that like sell the most? And maybe tell us like what sells crazy that might surprise us.
That is a really good question. Right now, I mean, being here with you guys
At Slam Jam.
at Slam Jam,
Another top 2 and it ain't 2
That's
store in the
right.
world.
Exactly. Thank you, James.
I mean, our legacy right now is having such momentum that it's crazy. That's quick. I mean, we've worked with our legacy for over 15 years.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
been like,
your fellow countrymen.
yeah, exactly.
Real heavy link.
You've
We love
collabed
it,
all
Link.
together on a lot of Sun Buddies.
Yeah.
And Très as well, right? The inline stuff? Or am I making that up?
There's been stuff over the years. We
Yeah.
also had a store together like 10 years ago.
Wow, really?
Really?
Yeah,
In Malmo?
in Stockholm, called Welcome.
Oh my God, that's right.
dude. That was a
That
fucking
later
time.
turned into a clothing line, or was it the other way around? Okay,
I have a terry cloth sweater that says "Welcome" across the back.
Yes.
That smells very stinky when I sweat in it. I'll just
yeah.
say that.
Yeah.
Also, it's too tight on me now because I got fat.
Have you washed it?
No.
No.
That might be the
That's-
problem, dude.
Or like hang it out the
Considering
window
it's a
or
decade
something.
old.
Yeah.
So OL is fucking can't keep it on the shelves.
No, it's pretty crazy actually. What else is doing well for us? That's a good question.
Is like the more expensive stuff, like the Jill Sander and the
Prada.
and the Prada, like
Prada is doing
Calm.
Prada is always doing really well because it's so sparsely distributed. I think, especially in
true.
Europe,
In Sweden?
in Europe in general. I think.
By design, no pun intended.
how'd you get
Yeah.
that account? Did you fucking have to, you know?
I mean, we
pull some dark magic?
honestly didn't even hit them up. They hit us up.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, that's fucking.
We-
hey, say less, dog.
We,
That's the
I
proof.
mean, we wanted to, but they had this really OG. Shout out Aldo, who's not there anymore. He
Great name.
wanted to. There's rumors that he was the first guy Mucha hired.
Wow.
At Prada.
employee numero uno.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't have
Hope
any
you got equity,
confirmation,
buddy.
but he
Allegedly.
he had been there for years, and they had the strategy of implementing wholesale again and like getting some energy into the brand a few years ago when that started. And he hit us up and thought we were a cool place to be.
How did you feel when that request came
It
through?
was pretty. I mean,
Like
over the
validating,
year,
obviously?
yeah, it was very. I mean, we were humbled, of course, and
Did
like
you scream for George? Did you keep this like keep this facade or this very humble, peaceful, quiet?
Calm, cool,
I,
collected.
I honestly don't remember, but we
You
probably
blacked out.
we probably screamed with joy, but not in the office.
You're like, we're rich.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Cop the Switch Premium.
I don't know how much you want to say about the flip sides of this question,
Yeah.
but what brands fucking sit and
Yeah.
just have to hit sale?
rotting,
yeah.
rotting on the shelves.
I mean,
Maybe it's a brand that you no longer stock, so we're not hurting
Yeah.
anyone's feelings. I'm just curious.
I'm not sure if we have anything like super that really
Whack.
stands out. We've had some. I mean, the whole like contemporary. If I am to label it, that segment is having a hard time. I think it's probably mainly because everything has gotten so expensive over the last few years that segment is a little bit more price sensitive. Brands like, I mean, we still have a really good business with brands like Acne and Stone Island, and but it's maybe
Hometown heroes, you know?
Yeah, but maybe it's like slowing down a bit because of everything just.
what about
increasing in price.
what about sneakers? You guys were like a
Tier zero
tier
Nike.
zero level account.
Yeah.
Like what's going on there? And whether that's in Scandinavia or
Yeah.
globally, since
Yeah.
it's a Scandinavian store, but
Yeah.
obviously global
Yeah.
presence. Like
Yeah.
what's happening there? What are the insights you can give
You
us?
came today in the 11 lows, dude, the
Yep.
J's, which,
Yep.
by the way, look fantastic.
Yeah, thanks. It's from the 2018 reissue, I think.
Woo!
It's
With the ankle socks.
with the
Jimmy
ankle
mode.
socks.
Yeah. But yeah, what insights can you give us with like sneakers? Is it still as hot as it was 2 years ago? Or
It's-
is it
I would say
slowing
that
down?
it hit a speed bump a few years ago and like decreased maybe a bit, but I feel like it's on the rise again.
Really?
I
You heard it here first, kids.
Sneakers
I
are
mean,
bad?
I don't
We're the
really
post sneaker world.
Yeah, it's post. It's the post dress shoe world.
Yeah.
post hard bottom?
Post derby world.
I think it's. I think the big players are going to bounce back. I think
Yeah.
there's going to be some natural selection with some of
Sneaker
the
eugenics, dude.
yeah. There's been too many middle of the road type sneaker brands
Thank you.
that will fade out.
Really, like
But,
the upstart guys that are just like
I mean,
trend dick riding.
I feel like people have been talking about like on running for so long now. But I still don't see it happening, but
Wait,
maybe
really?
it will. Yeah,
Damn.
I mean, those shit suck.
your words, not mine.
dude.
Do you
But-
carry on running?
No,
Okay. Yeah. All right. So your actions speak louder than my words.
Yeah.
my lips are sealed.
What,
So, I mean-
and even like, because you guys like the DMA collab that just dropped, that
Yep.
was a fucking smacker. It's like,
Yep.
that's a sneaker boot, but
Yeah.
a boot, right?
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
that to me is indicative of like, if you guys lead the market, which I truly do believe in my heart of hearts, which is why we love you and shop with you. It's like, look at that. Like, that's not just your typical trainer, crep, whatever.
Yeah.
That's more interesting, right?
My guy said crep.
Yeah.
You did.
We have an international audience here, brother.
Yeah.
Simon, I want to ask you. You've been in the game for decades now, and
Yep.
like Lawrence was saying, you know, back during like the Tumblr street style days, like
Yep.
we loved seeing you and Hannes get fucking flicked up as you wore like leopard print sneakers with fucking raw denim or whatever the fuck. With hindsight being 2020,
Yep.
what's a personal style phase that you went through that now, if you see a photo from that era, you cringe real hard?
From like the Hitty days
You
with my
tell me,
brother,
you
or
tell me,
from
bro.
You guys weren't peacocking like those bozos.
No.
No, but like maybe you're like a skating poser in your
Yeah.
teens. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like you tell us.
I had a bit of a too long phase with skinny denim 10,
really?
12 years ago.
Do
that
we have, do we
I-
have, do we have acne to blame for that?
yeah.
Yeah.
Which was, I mean, I've played football all my life. I'm not a skinny jeans type guy. I shouldn't wear skinny
My
jeans.
man's got a dumper on him.
Yeah,
Well, you play Rocket League.
I do. Yeah.
Do you like to sit on your dumper and fucking play car soccer?
I do. For hours.
Yeah. How many hours a day are you spending gaming?
It's not hours anymore, to be honest. I don't have
come
time.
on.
I
Come on, dude.
spend my time,
And because your girlfriend presumably is yelling at you
Yeah.
to get off the damn computer.
yeah, and get on a train to Stockholm, and like where I don't have my
time with me.
exactly.
But how long's that train ride?
5 hours.
So that's a
almost?
good 5 hours of fucking
Are you
switch
mobile?
right there.
What's your mobile rig? Steam Deck?
No, nothing. I just play with play on my PlayStation 5. On my
PS5?
TV.
Damn, flex.
And
Big
I
fucking
have
flex
the
for it.
Switch, of course, for Zelda.
So Trebian is clearly doing well because my man has a PS5.
Yeah,
Simon, thank you for joining
You're
us
the
for
best, bro.
60
Thank you
minutes
for
of
having
electric
me.
potting. Where can the kids follow you?
Can they even? I mean, I have Instagram.
Are you private?
I am private, but I let
Oh, shit.
everyone in who wants to.
All right, so
Yeah.
It's a club, but everyone's getting in.
At
Follow
Simon
Trebian.
Hogeman.
follow Simon, follow Hannes.
Yeah.
You do have more
Definitely.
followers than Simon. A lot more. He's been private
no,
forever
than
though.
Hannes.
Yeah.
Than Hannes.
Yeah.
Excuse us.
But yeah, hey, it's not a competition.
buy everywhere. Buy somebody's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else? Any big projects coming up?
There's a few. It's still in the works, but I'll
I
keep you
think you owe me
posted.
an email.
I do. Yeah, I do owe you an email.
But all
Do you
good.
think we, just generally speaking, super 50,000 foot view, high level shit, do Jimmy and Larry potentially have the chops when it comes to sunglass design?
I think they do. Yeah.
We're like,
I think they do.
Make this black and make that green.
Can you do a blue lens? please, Simon? Thank you.
Look at this photo. Can you do that?
You're the best, bro. Great
All right,
to
Simon.
see you.
Good
Thank
to see
you, bro.
guys.
Good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Ciao.
Peace. Ciao.
Wow. The big dog. Enrico Grigoletti, marketing director of Cheapy Company.
Our favorite Italian,
Honestly,
the boss Don of the Cheapy.
when we knew that we were coming here to Slam Jam to just do like live pods, we're like, yo, Enrico's our number one. The governor of the goggles, the lord of the lens.
We must be urologists the way we see P.
Enrico, how are you, buddy?
I'm very good. I'm very good. Very pleased to be here with you guys. My favorite,
time,
my
long time.
favorite. Yes,
Honestly,
of course,
old
of course.
friends at this point, I
Yeah.
feel like.
Yeah. Our past trace back to
Darwin!
Darwin. Yes.
It's
How can we
one
forget?
soul, two souls recognizing their counterpoint in another, and that's on Jerry motherfucking Maguire.
Yes.
I wish that I think that Darwin is actually going to implement as their official tagline your observation about it, which is it's a fucking sausage party here.
Yeah, it was, and I still feel sorry about that.
No,
but
dude, that was a great time, and it was also the first time we got to work with Cheapy. Maybe not the last. Big things coming.
we'll see.
We will see.
We will see.
Dude, thank you so much for coming through on the day that you should be raising your family.
Yeah.
Thank you. It was a good excuse to be out from my family. Yes.
They've left the room, so we
Yeah,
can talk.
no.
we can talk shit
I
now.
was looking if they were still there.
The
Okay.
Bambinos have left the building.
Yeah. So I have 15 minutes of.
Well, let's get it
quiet
started
and
with
peace.
the one of the only questions we want to ask you is how many times now have you watched The Sopranos front to back?
3 times.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like binge watch.
All the way through. Yeah.
No, I think 1.
Okay.
But
So
in total 3.
total times 3. So once first time when it was aired the first time.
Right, of course, yeah.
OG.
Then 5
COVID?
or no. The last one was COVID. The second one was 10 years ago.
So you
more or less.
rewatched it before it was cool to rewatch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that The Sopranos offer up a accurate portrayal of Italian Americans?
100%. Never been so accurate. So I think that's the best representation of Italians.
Exactly. We are a fashion podcast. So
Right.
we have to ask you, who's the most stylish character on the show?
Good question.
He's thinking. I have my own answer. I'm sure James does as well, but we want to.
Okay, let me
Is
hear
it the
from you.
actual Italian? What's his name?
Furio Giunta. Come on. Yeah,
It's
yeah. I
him?
was thinking, no, because I am also thinking about AJ, how he progressed.
for
Like
sure.
the Slipknot T-shirt.
Yes, yes.
And
No, but
he went goth.
Yeah, that
also, Christopher.
yeah. I mean, he's an icon, so
There's a lot of options
it's
to choose
that's why for me it's very hard to choose. But being very proud of my country, I would say Furio for the ponytails. And also, Naples won the Italian championship. And in one episode, he has a Naples tracksuit when he was ringing at Tony's door.
Yeah.
Ironically enough, it took an Italian to invent blokecore, and that's
Yes,
Furio.
thank you.
I will say though that
Why are you thanking me? You didn't invent it. Just credit where credit is due.
Yes.
what John with the overlapping Venn diagram of John's enthusiasts and Sopranos enthusiasts kind of always misses is that in season 1, like Tony and them they were wearing like knit polos and not like tracksuits. Like what kind of became the more like mobster core Jersey wise guy type shit. He was wearing like fucking nice clothing.
No, 100%. And I think, I don't know, that maybe that could be the only misrepresentation of Italian Americans, maybe.
Is that they were dressed well?
Yeah, 100%. No, but there's I was in one of the former CP company designer has his own archive. So a couple of weeks ago, we met him, Moreno Ferrari, the one who designed the urban protection
Is he related
line.
to the car Ferrari?
No, not at all.
Ferrari in Italy is like Smith.
Yes, 100%. And
Enzo Smith.
he invited us to see his own archive, and at some
Like at
point
his
it has
house?
no, it has like a warehouse in
unit or whatever.
Was it Bussin?
Was it?
Was it fire?
Yes, of course. I mean, but the most fire thing has a rack full of really regular blazers. So I was like, Moreno, why do you have this stuff? Oh, I found this stuff from a tailor in Miami who was tailoring stuff for the mobsters in Miami.
Wow,
and it was fucking amazing how they were made.
Yeah.
The lining inside, the pattern of the lining was absolutely
Did it have
awesome.
like extra pockets for fucking guns?
Yeah, a lot of pockets, for the
For
stash, for the other stuff.
nefarious activities.
Yes. And you know what? There's also this stereotype of, Italian mobsters that have, all the fake watches inside in the lining. Is it just Italian mobster or is it?
I think that's just guys selling you fake watches. Yeah.
Okay. So
I think it's perverts that want to open up their trench coat and maybe make a buck.
Yeah.
Yep.
Speaking of a lot of pockets, you work at GP Company, and this is a question that James and I are really interested in because you, more than anyone that we know, are an expert in this amazing Italian sportswear brand with a very rich heritage. And you were just at the Homies archive. So the question for you is, what is your personal GP Company grail of all grails? If you had to narrow it down to uno piece.
Yeah. That you haven't gotten your hands on yet. Lorenzo's holding out.
okay, I mean, a grail not as something I would like to possess, but something that I would like to have added to the archive, which is now missing. So we have a network of second-hand dealer collectors that really are, the energy for the brand because they know much more than we know about the brand itself.
They're nerds.
No, more than that. I mean, it's next level. And,
Autistic.
Yes, otaku. And there's this guy who I can name because otherwise they're also very obsessive about identity. Where
they're
live.
like.
Anyway,
Omerta.
this guy have found a CP company Zeltman, which is the cape.
A cape. Okay.
But funny story that the cape was originally done for Stone Island. So that was one of the first, I think the first piece they did for Stone Island back in 82. And this guy has this version of that cape, but branded with CP company, with the sailor.
Wow.
And that was done by Lucio Dalla, who's actually happens to be the guy on the t-shirt here.
Look at that.
Who was a famous Italian artist, very close to Massimo Osti. So this guy has this one of a kind piece.
And he's not going to sell it to you, will he?
He is, but
Everyone's got a price.
He's taxing.
everything got a price. So
You're gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
Yes.
yeah, kind of. But
in a very safe, legal way.
that's the only piece that we really don't.
And you, as a generous guy, you want to add that just the company archive, not even for your personal shit.
I wouldn't wear that. That's
Don't
fucking
like he's a
horrible.
cape guy.
I mean, who can wear a cape?
Batman.
I don't know.
Batman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of.
Enrico, it is June 17th. I believe this comes out on June 21st. Summer is upon us. Does CP Company have anything planned this summer? Any big plans coming up? What's
Maybe
going
I
on?
don't
in
know.
our neck of the woods, potentially?
I don't know.
What can you say?
Something maybe overseas.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know. Bringing
Chester
to the
Perry's
US.
gonna unfurl the sails and sail on over.
Yeah, maybe.
The open seas,
Because
like
it's the
Columbus.
It's the 50th year, right? 40th?
No,
What is it?
Oh, Cinquanta happened, brother.
The
What is this, 51?
52nd,
52.
52. So
Cinquante due.
52.
And you have been taking this fire exhibition around the world.
Yep.
Are we ever going to chance to see it in New York City? What's going on?
I don't know. What's on your agenda from the 18th to the 24th of July?
I'm chilling,
Save the motherfucking
Save
date,
the date,
fellas and ladies.
Yes, some goggles are coming.
bro. Okay, all right. Things are happening. Because the last time we were in New York, we actually had a phenomenal time together.
You were boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground. We took you to Bernie's.
Oh my God.
My jurisdiction. I'm the governor there.
Yeah. A local haunt that
That was like
That was
an
good.
amazing
Like that?
dinner.
Can you just walk us through, just like in your own words, how it felt eating your first real buffalo chicken wing?
Oh my finger are still sticky from there.
Tingling, dude.
Yeah,
I haven't washed my hands since.
No, that. I mean, honestly, that was an amazing dinner. I know that when you ask me where do you want to have food, then I was like, just take me to something real American, something. And
brother, do I got a cheeseburger with your name on it?
Oh my God,
We went ham, dude.
Yeah. Well, what did we miss from the dinner? I mean, there's something that we should have had.
Did we have the
dinner.
burger? I don't know if we had the burger.
Yeah,
We had the burger.
Did we do the vinegar chicken?
Yes, we did.
Yes.
Did we do the Caesar?
Yes,
yeah,
we
right?
did.
Yes.
Yeah, we did it all. Mozzarella sticks?
No.
No.
That we did too.
No.
Did buffalo wings instead because they were the new edition. And we had to tap in.
Yeah, we have an excuse to go back
Did
there
that
next
explode
time.
your mind though? Like seeing like one of
And
the most American
I
foods
have
of
a
all
sweet
time?
tooth, so the dessert.
So good.
So good, so good. So I invite everybody to go visit Bernie in Brooklyn, so I can get another sweatshirt. For the next time.
that's right. You
Yes.
got the merch, dude.
Yes, I got the merch. Thank you guys.
Well, Enrico, you were the dawn of our hearts.
Dude, we love you, bro.
I likewise.
Honestly, like, thank you
Our
for
favorite
everything
guy.
you've done for us. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for coming on the podcast. Where can the kids follow you on social media?
Oh Dio, my
Enrico
name-
Grigoletti.
Yes, name and surname Enrico Grigoletti.
Follow CP Company
Yeah, follow
official.
CP. Oh,
CP Company, of course.
Then you can get the information on what's fucking popping off next month.
Of course, CP Company, and yes, of course, CP Company, because you'll be aware of what's coming on mid-July.
Ooh, mid late July.
Yeah,
Something like that.
1824.
If I had to venture a
Let's
guess.
say, generally speaking, 1824.
Okay, all right.
talked
Very
to-
generally.
We've talked to a lot
generally.
of friends and colleagues and peers today, and everyone is fantastic. But right now, this is a two-way street of pure, unadulterated love. This is our motherfucking guy right here.
That's
Tap
a
in.
real bromance here.
Yes, 100%, dude.
Yes, glad my wife is not here.
Yeah.
listening
She's
to
like,
that.
wait, are you gonna leave me for these two?
I can feel weird vibes
It's
between
the
you guys.
It's the boys.
Yes, the boys. Yeah, yeah.
It's boy time.
She can't understand. She can't understand that. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Do you listen to Throwing Fits with your wife like in the car and she's like, turn this off?
No. But yeah, sometimes I listen to that while washing the dishes or doing stuff, and she see me laughing, and she's like, "What are you laughing at?" And I was like, "Oh, this
My friends.
this podcast about menswear is like, what's funny about it?" Yeah, there's plenty of funny
Like, all right,
things.
back up. A John is a piece of clothing.
Yes. Sorry.
Enrico,
great to
thank
see
you
you,
again,
buddy.
bro.
Thank you so
Thank you for
much.
coming, dude. We really
thank you. It
appreciate
was
your
a real pleasure to see you here, see you yesterday, and see you very soon in the future.
Yes, sir.
And maybe do something extra. Who knows?
Oh, that's
We'll
right. You
see.
can
We'll
fucking
see.
book it.
Ciao, baby.
Ciao. Ciao. Ciao.
all the way from Brooklyn. Thank you for coming to Milano just to pod with us for 10 minutes. Jacob Gallagher, the men's fashion columnist at the Wall Street Journal. How the hell are you, buddy?
Ciao, bello.
I'm doing very well. How are you?
Oh, no more Italian accent?
There will be none of my Italian accent.
Once the mic, once the camera turns on, the racism goes away? Come on now. Come on now.
Okay, you're not. That's not allowed.
What's up, bud?
It's good to see you guys.
I have
I've
a
seen
question.
a lot of you on this
I
trip.
know.
Yeah, it's great.
We had lunch at the girliest restaurant of all time.
The restaurant that Pinterest built. Yeah, that was a very interesting.
Dude, it is a you're in a Pinterest board.
It was kind of.
Wes Anderson would be there and look around and be like, this is kind of gay.
It was called Lou Bar. In case anyone's in Milan.
Shout out
has
Lou
been
Bar.
there.
And that was actually Lawrence High, our second time. I know.
We had a date there last time we were in Milan.
There was like a live jazz band playing last time.
It was nice. It was literally us and a bunch of teen girls eating little finger sandwiches and taking content. It was very cute,
bro. A lot of IG moments.
Yeah.
All right, question for you. You love throwing fits. You were singing our praises with the Kid Mero episode that came out last week. You love our legacy. You and I are like the biggest fucking Legace heads. So my question is, why aren't you writing about the Throwing Fits collaboration with Our Legacy Workshop?
I'm not yet sure what I'm writing about from Milan.
Okay.
It's only like the first 24 hours as we're talking, so I'm not quite sure.
Are we on the short list?
I'm not.
No.
Well, so it's. I wrote 2 pieces very quickly out of Florence, and so we're trying to space out our coverage a little bit. So I'm genuinely not sure what I'm going to write out of Milan.
This comes out on the 21st. So can you talk about the pieces that have dropped already?
So you're saying there's a chance?
Well, the one piece I wrote was kind of framed around the Saint Laurent show, which was in Berlin. I wrote about the male going out top, which
that's right.
did extremely well and got
big
people.
numbies.
It did.
You're wearing one right now.
Well. People. The emails I got were extraordinary.
Was it about slutty tops?
It was. Yeah, I mean, Saint Laurent. He's kind of Vaccarello's been in this mode recently where like the men's and the women's is not. There's no distinction between them really. Right. So like the women's blouses. They're sheer and they're polka dot and they're silk. It's the same. He's showing the same thing on men.
Blouses.
So it was that one did quite well. And then I have a piece that will be out by the time this runs about quiet luxury.
Okay.
So we're doing the plugs early.
Yeah.
So we're doing Slut Boy Summer and Quiet Luxury. These 2 things aren't mutually exclusive.
Yeah, it's so funny you say that because
there are 2 wolves.
I just slut and a rich guy.
I just left.
You poor sluts.
I was at the
rich
Neil
slut.
I was at the Neil Barrett show before this, and that show was very clean, very very straightforward. Just kind of
Neil Barrett back.
Neil Barrett. This show was very very good, and it was very like. I was talking to him backstage. He was like, "This is all stuff that kind of came from my archive. These boots were like the first thing I designed in the 2000s." And so I was thinking as I was on my way over here, kind of this. There is a notion right now of like you have the one pole of like still going crazy. Nipples out, men wanting to be sexy and find themselves in that way. And then you do have, I don't think quiet luxury is the right term for it. And the piece kind of that gets into this. There is just a return to simplicity. I think that's happening for financial reasons. I think that's happening because of the economy. I think that's happening simply because like people have been so burnt out on seeing floral prints, logos, camp shirts, all that
bullshit.
Stuff, maximalist, and they just want to go back to quote unquote normal. And also, let's be honest, a wealthy consumer doesn't always want to buy something that's going to have an expiration date. So
that's new money shit, dude.
So they like kind of going,
But are the people that are buying into quiet luxury and actually like the consumers of it, are they the actual rich guys or is it like fucking TikTok cosplayers?
Well, this is what kind of I was trying to get into with this piece, which is that I think quiet luxury did happen, but it's also always been there. Rich people have always bought cashmere sweaters. They've always bought simple beige clothes. There's just been a focus on it now as a marketing push because buyers, retailers, they've wanted to get people.
He's coming to frame.
And also, I think ultimately Succession was a show that had a very outsized media presence and
it was a show for sure.
And people really, I think, were very interested and obsessed with what those characters were wearing. And so then it made it seem like this thing that was happening.
Like they were real people.
That thing that was happening on TV was like really happening.
Do you think we're going to see a similar effect with The Idol? No. No more rat tails?
No vamp life shit? I mean, opium was already cooking. So
that was already coming.
No rat tails or anything?
So I'm obviously
Speaking
not,
of slut boy summer, slut girl summer.
yeah, I'm not even going to remotely spoil the big, bold marquee name that will be quoted, who just was freely chatting it up with a lot of people apparently in your Quiet Luxury story. But I would love to know who, as it stands right now today, is your dream person to profile.
Well, for a long time, and I was the two answers were Jack Dorsey and Mark Zuckerberg.
Okay.
Dorsey, I always have found. I'm gonna be so curious in Paris. What show he shows up at some random show every
It's gotta
time.
be Rick though, right?
No, it's not. It's not always Rick. Like I remember that first Eddie Celine show. He was there, and I
front
row with one of the Arnauds, and I remember just kind of being like,
probably Alex,
trying to go talk to him, and they were like, you cannot.
Really?
Yeah. And
he saved 4 pins. Shout out to Jack Dorsey.
He was at
DM'd him.
He was at the Louis Vuitton show like a year ago. Again, couldn't get to talk to him. I've like tried through all the channels before to talk to him. If there's anyone out there that can get me Jack Dorsey, that's who I've always wanted to
you
talk
would
to.
pick someone in both you and I are big Zuvi heads, cinephiles, if you will. I thought you would go with a director.
Well, I'm interested in that, but I don't necessarily think. I think like all the tech world people. I'm fascinated by how many people are just like swarming behind me.
I know,
but
also incredible consumer scene happening behind you.
This is a great visual. Molto bene.
She and I have the same shirt. The directors, the interest. I think that there's like director Fitz.
Sure.
That account. He does such a good job of plumbing that stuff. And his interview with Schrader was so like the fact that he got
Next
to talk
level
to Schrader.
shit,
That was
yeah.
crazy to me. And I find that stuff interesting.
Well, Schrader's press is very limited.
But what the tech people just. I mean, obviously, like I work at the Journal. I'm interested in the tech people. Dorsey's just always been such a fascinating one because like he was into Rick before. Like I think Rick's really having a moment. Like you talk to retailers
with like
Rick
kids.
Is selling really well.
Yeah.
People are really into Rick again.
Shout out
the
Brenda
van,
hashtag.
the vans sell out in like a second. I shouldn't
Right,
say the
yeah.
vans. The shoes that kind of look like a California skate shoe sell out in seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think, but Dorsey, I don't know. There's something just about the way he clearly has already thought about it and spent money on it. I'd love to know. I'd love to talk to
He
him
strikes
about
me
it.
as one of these tech guys that is like, he's the real deal. Like he seems actually like smart to me versus like, Elon, who's a bozo, or Bezos, who's evil.
I don't want to make a judgment call on their intelligence or anything. I'm just like, I really want to know what they're like, what he's into clothing.
You want to chop it up for an hour or two.
I mean, obviously, like it would be amazing to talk to Wes Anderson and be like, what's it been like to have people fascinated by what you wear for 20 years now? Like,
What's it like to influence Lubar?
like,
what do you think of Lubar, dude?
Lubar, slap or not?
But those guys they're not interested in talking.
Here's what I'm interested in. I want to know, as an American, you spend
And
this
a
year.
big complainer.
This year, no complaints about that. I mean, rather him buy it than them. I guess
You didn't disagree with me though.
I don't.
We're not here to complain about Gallagher's complaining.
Let's not hash out my complaining.
Let me ask this: is American Paris is your 12th time in Milano?
This is probably, I was trying to do the math because of the pandemic. I missed 2 seasons, I think. So this is probably either 12 or 14. I can't
Jesus Christ! So you have quite amount of experience here. What are your pet peeves about Europe?
Well, actually, I was at dinner last night. This is going to be such an obnoxious answer.
Let's go.
But I was at dinner,
Got his ass.
I was at dinner last night with my friend Machiu, who is kind of he's like my equivalent at La Figaro. He's a great guy. He's one of my best friends. He's French.
You wear slutty shirts at that French magazine.
He does not. He does not.
Okay.
Though he's getting more fashion.
It's always Slut Boy Summer in Paris, by the way.
Yeah.
And
they invented it.
We were at dinner last night, and we were sat next to we sat down 10 minutes later, the most obnoxious American couple I could ever imagine.
What's your
sat
pet
down
peeves about
next to
Europe
us.
is Americans?
I think that there's something about eating here that illuminates how rude Americans are.
Okay.
Like this couple was like
What were they
he's
doing?
like yelling that the menu's not in English. And
were you sitting next to me and Lawrence last night? Because
when I honestly, when we were fucked up at the pizza place, and I feel like we were those people.
Here's a more honest answer. We're in Milan. I really like working in Milan because Milan is a very workable city. It's very easy to get around in. Like I'm here for work. I've got to get around to shows and presentations, whatever. There's never a ton of traffic. Like I always am joking. Like it's 15 minutes to get anywhere. Like truly, it's and then by the time I get to Paris, dude, the traffic in Paris is,
it's like untenable.
It's like really, it is. I mean, again, these are cliched things to complain about,
So it's not the ice in the no ice or the no AC.
Well, the bread is terrible. The bread is horrific in
What?
Europe, in Milan. The bread is very bad.
Yeah,
You have to take the
Parisian
bread,
slaps.
you got to dump salt on it, you got to dip it in olive oil just to make it palatable. The bread here is horrible, and
Let's go, dude.
let me tell you, I am so dehydrated all the time because they don't serve any water.
Yeah. It's a bummer, dude.
I went and had a beer last night, and
Sick.
I get a Guinness. I asked for water, and he's like, he asked if I want a bottle. He's giving me the stink eye,
voice.
and I'm like, I was so close to doing it.
Frizzante.
And
Are you a frizz boy or a natural boy?
Frizzante always.
Yep.
Which also, is apparently not as hydrating.
Oh,
I'm
really?
not
I thought
a
the bubbles
scientist.
go into your
No,
blood
they
quicker or
say
some
that
shit.
it's not as hydrating.
You fucking scientist.
I'm a doctor of tacos.
I'm a doctor. So I find myself
to tortillas,
I
brother.
find myself dehydrated all the time.
Yeah, it sucks. Well, it's fun. It's interesting that you mentioned the traffic rule because you do have a driver at your beck and call during your time here in Milano.
And you have not failed to mention this on numerous occasions.
Well,
which I know is a bit
to
now,
you
but-
guys,
I just want to know what's it like to lord over the common folk and be physically separated from the unwashed masses who are trudging through the streets in your Wi-Fi enhanced Sprintioli.
Okay, here's the real answer. I have to write in the car often.
Do you get car sick doing that?
I don't get car sick. So my realistically, my job here is I go to shows, I go backstage, I talk to designers, I talk to buyers, I talk to retailers. I try to slap a piece together from that. So a lot of the time I'm working.
Slapper.
A lot of the time I'm working in the car, and the car. Like I've done the trip before. I've done the trip before without a car. I've done it subway. I've done
Trash.
it. It's very very difficult. In Milan, it's possible. It's incredible. It's very possible. But you can have a show that's on one side of town, and the next show an hour later is on the other side of town. It's difficult, and it is really impossible to do in Paris without a driver in Paris. I know that this sounds incredibly entitled. It's an expense that my company fortunately pays for.
Does the fact that you have a driver mean that media isn't dying and or dead? Because
he's sharing it with his colleagues.
Listen, I don't like
it's not just Bane going mobile,
but also I don't like this narrative that media is dying or dead. I mean, the stuff that we're writing now and the stuff that we're covering, it's more red than I can remember it being. People are really interested in stuff, and
smaller supply.
Maybe it's a smaller supply thing, and frankly, maybe it's just a widening of the content pool. Maybe it's a widening of people that are interested. And
look at us. Who would have thought?
And I mean, obviously there are less newspapers. I mean, it's a very small cluster of people that come and cover these shows from America. But people are interested in it, and I don't think they're interested in show reviews. I think that what
are they interested in? For like what dispatches from the fashion weeks are people trying to read?
No one wants to read, and I think it's an interesting thing to me because I think sports coverage is kind of gone through a similar trajectory where it's like no one really wants to read like what exactly happened in the Mets game last night. They want to know what are the pitching struggles and
look at the box score,
what really happened with this live golf deal. I think that we're in a similar thing where no one wants to know exactly how far Dolce & Gabbana is moving their lapel this season. No one cares about that, but they care about kind of broader trend and I think they're interested
did they
in
say something racist on the record.
Was it Stefano or the other one?
Yeah. I get what you're saying. No, it's totally fair.
So it's more like the critical analysis than like the play-by-play.
I try to string together what would be a quote unquote trend or thought or something like that. But then there are shows like out of Paris, like we're gonna have to just cover we're gonna have to cover Louis Vuitton like it's the Super Bowl. Like we're gonna have to cover that. Like it's basically that. Like we keep saying like internally we're like that's gonna be a gamer. We're gonna have to cover that like a gamer because it's like
like it's an actual game like live dispatches.
No, but I mean like write it up basically like this is exactly what happened because people are really going to be interested in that. There's going to be some crazy celebrities. There's going to be some bizarre way that we're going to have to get there or something. I'm sure it's going to be some funny.
We're going to see.
I'm making no. I'm trying to go in with zero thoughts. I'm going in with zero expectations. I really remember kind of that first Virgil show. Not that listen, they're different. These are two designers that are different in a lot of ways, but just thinking back to that last big designer Vuitton had, like, before that first show, everyone was really skeptical, was really riding this wave of like, this is going to be shit. This is going to be not good. I remember walking into that venue and people just chattering, and then you got in, haters, and the atmosphere kicked in. The clothes were, that collection's great. And there was a lot of emotion to it. And in a show, it's a show. It's not just, you're not just looking at the clothes.
Exactly,
and a lot of the emotion rides it, and we'll see.
I would love to end on a truly positive note.
Okay.
Because we've had so much fun with you in Milan. Do you agree with quite a few folks that make the sincere claim that you are one of the most stylish men in the world?
I don't agree with that.
Really?
Yeah,
Why not?
I don't agree with that. I still think,
this fake Hubble motherfucker.
I use the term dialed in. I have a friend. I will shout him out. His name is Drew. He works at Dover Street in New York. He's a good friend. His style is very dialed in. Like every time you see him, it's like every element's perfect. He's like thought it through. Everything works.
Like proportions
are right.
layering.
The hue of the tee is perfect. He never compromised.
Do you even think about hues? Those of you listening at home,
there's a no compromise thing that I think he really has right. And I still think that there's elements in how I dress that they're not always exactly.
Really?
as I
Where do you
want
think you have
them
room to
be.
grow?
I think I'm going through a proportional exploration right now.
You're a big boy now, right?
Yeah,
No,
I've been buying everything huge because I outgrew some clothes, and then
you
I
got too fucking strong.
I did get a little too muscular. I got too strong. And so I've been buying stuff in like larges and extra larges. I don't know if that really works for me yet, but
you're trying it out. Taking a little
risk. I'm seeing what's happening. I think I still have that. Obviously, like when I was younger, when I was a wee lad,
Bambino.
when I was a bambino, I was
the great Bambino. Dude.
When I was in my Bambino era,
I was, I wore a lot of pattern pants,
okay.
and I tried,
you loved
and I loved the color, and
this was like a year ago.
No. This is
your
going
loud
back.
pants era.
That was probably 5 years
Your
ago.
big
now,
bottoms
let's say.
era?
Like I don't really have that many pattern pants left at all.
Really?
They're mostly
sold them
gone.
off
I've purged them all.
right.
And so I still like a lively pattern. But I also think that I have the same thing that a lot of men have, where it's like I'll like something, I'll be like, this is incredible this season, and then I'll wear it a couple times. Like I have a shirt.
cost per wear
I have a
is
shirt with me on this trip
brutal.
that's like really one of my favorite shirts.
What is it?
It's a Bodhi shirt that's made from old YSL bed sheets. It's very distinct. It kind of looks like old Prada, but it has like a funny little YSL logo on it.
Really?
And yeah, it's a really particular
Have you been
shirt.
street styled in this shirt?
But it cost me probably $800,
bro.
So
how many times have you worn?
$700, and the cost for wear on it is probably like 400 at this point. Like I've really not worn it.
You gotta
enough.
put that shit on, boy.
And so there are those. I feel like those are the purchases where like I'm trying to figure out how they fit into to what I want to
get there.
Yeah.
But I will say without any like, I like how I dress now way more like, but I also think like I've gone through a very organic place to get to how I dress,
real
and
personal style dress.
yeah, I mean, but I like what I put on.
You like what you like.
And I hope everyone else out there does too.
My advice
about themselves, not about me.
Mr. Motherfucking put it on himself.
My
dude.
advice to you is keep on trucking.
Thank you guys.
Dude, listen, we're so happy to see you.
Yeah,
So
thank you
happy
for
to
making the
have you
time. We
on
know
the
you're a
mic.
busy guy here in Milano. We know you got pieces to write in the whip.
I have to go see Umit Banan now.
The only yo, shout out the fucking low key slappers from what is it? Be by Uman Banan?
Yeah, I believe that's what the line is called.
I do love when you pod with us because your way of steamrolling is you just won't answer a question.
I know.
And it's so fucking frustrating. But
I love it.
But I love your beautiful face, dude. It's great to see
You dial in with me, with Larry. You
Yeah,
just, like, ignore.
I just, my strategy is just I look at James because I know you're over there like he's deflecting. I'm gonna kill
so
this.
tell
guy.
me about that thing that you hate talking about.
Thank you guys. This is very cool. I'm excited for you.
Where can the kids follow you?
Yes.
What do you want to plug?
Read me at the Wall Street Journal. Read my
Can they
fashion
like
coverage
subscribe
there.
to like just your?
You cannot subscribe to just
RSS?
me.
Okay.
If you ever want to read, if there's ever something you want to read and you're not a subscriber, let me know. I'll send you a gift link. And
I want to read about this collaboration behind you that fucking Giorgio
You can follow me on
Armani apparently
Instagram.
was perusing earlier.
you can follow me on Instagram at Jacob W. Gallagher. And
sir.
thank
Twitter?
you.
Don't forget the W.
It's the same thing at Twitter.
There it
I'm
is.
trying to tweet less.
Shout out Jack Dorsey. Yeah, probably good for your job security.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't.
You're trying to tweet less, but you're trying to land Jack Dorsey. How do those two
dude? We all
things?
agree it's over. But
It's just not fun anymore.
Nope.
It's really
Not
not
at all.
fun.
Unless you fall into that squirting e-girl algo, which I'm on right now, which is hella fun.
Yo.
Okay, goodbye.
Ciao, baby.
Ciao.
Holy shit, it's Tommy Ton.
Ciao, Tommy.
Ciao, buonasera.
Tommy, how are you? You fucking gassed?
I know it's been 9 years
Exhausted?
Since Fashion Bros?
Yeah, 9 years
Oh
since
my
Fashion
God.
Bros.
9 years since I exposed myself to you on the complex
Yeah.
set of Fashion Bros.
I needed to heal. I'm sorry.
This is before, yeah.
It took almost a decade for you to like trauma
for my
get it
dick?
out.
I was so traumatized. You don't have no idea how much internal damage.
We are honestly, you might be like one
White
of the
whale.
last remaining white whales for throwing fits. We understand that it is eventually going to happen when the timing is right, but we had to give the people a little taste,
An
a little bumpioli of the drug that is Tommy Tom.
This is why I can't come on because I can't keep a straight
And then
face.
you,
with you guys.
and then we need you because we want the Tommy bump as well, dude. We
The
know
Tommy
you put asses
bump?
in seats, dude. You're famous.
okay.
Perfect reaction.
This is like banter I've been fearing for ages.
no, stop it. You did it 9 years ago.
I did it 9 years ago. Different person back then.
How you changed in the past 9 years?
So much more reserved and quiet. I don't-
Really?
Yeah.
Were you a fucking loud jackhammer back then? Like,
Yeah, I was a jackass. Well, no, sorry, not a jackass, a cunt.
you were a cunt.
Yeah.
And you can say that because you're gay, and I can say that
Yeah, of
because I'm
course.
potting with you.
No,
You
I
were a
think
serving cunt, maybe.
I was serving cunt. Maybe I was a bit sassy back then.
No, you've always been a humble genius, or in your words, that you thought I said a homogeneous.
Yeah,
that too as well.
I'll take
but
homogeneous. I don't know about humble genius. But
You're not
no,
humble.
you're the most humble guy we know that, like, again, is so influential and important in our world. What are you talking about?
That's being Canadian by default.
True.
That's
okay,
true.
that's fair.
Yeah.
We need a little more Drake Canadian in you than, I don't know,
Jim
Trudeau.
Yeah.
You
Trudeau.
never did brown or blackface, did you?
Yeah, I heard about that.
But you never did.
I mean, I'm pretty close to it, but
No.
in terms of shade.
You are a POC,
I mean, from
yeah.
all that tanning from shooting. But
Here's an easy question that I'd
Yeah.
love to just lob your way real quick off the bat. Who is your favorite person to photograph?
oh my God, the death stare.
I want to know so bad.
Everyone dresses for Tommy.
See. Wait, you mean
Tommy.
in Milano or in general?
In general.
General, dude.
Oh,
Who do you
that's
just love to flick up?
Yeah.
someone I've never seen before.
Oh, really?
Really?
Oh,
Like
yeah,
a
yeah.
complete stranger?
Yeah.
Like an Italian
I love-
garbage man or something?
A hot Italian
it,
garbage
James.
man?
A fucking Nona? Like
Garbage
Nona
man?
just rolling or
Ooh,
like
I do love a Nona, like
Yeah?
a rich Nona and like a fur,
Sure.
just like pushing her little whatever cart. No, I'm serious. Like that's when I like dick gets hard.
Are you in Europe to shoot street style? Like, are we going to see you outside of shows and shit flicking up? Or are
If you
just here
guys
to-
get invited to shows,
Nope,
then I'll
not anymore.
Just kidding. Why don't you guys come to shows? You guys are like headliners.
Why would we go to shows?
We don't get invited, bro.
These motherfuckers, they have no
We
idea.
don't get invited, and also the views. It's a bit hard to see from the fourth row. From
Yeah,
standing.
that is true.
So
Fourth row, my ass.
I don't roll out of bed for less than front row, dude. So my options are our options are extremely limited.
So your favorite people to shoot are people you've never met before, never seen before.
Yes.
Where do you find the most stylish strangers? Is it Italy? Is it Japon? Is it
Wait, what was that?
Japon?
What is that?
Japan?
Oh, Japon.
In a
Wait, have I been
Spanish
saying?
accent?
Have I been saying it the wrong way? Is that how you say Japon?
Hamon?
I love the ham people. Is it New York? Is it LA? Where is it?
I think more than ever, it's in New York now.
Really?
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
back?
Yeah. When I walk the dog, it's like the most random people you'll see.
Oh my God.
Do
How's
you
your dog
have
doing?
your camera on you at all times?
Hell no.
No.
I don't pull out the camera for less than beep.
Right.
How's
for
your
sure.
fluffy ass dog doing?
I hate him.
Why?
He
He,
eats poop.
one time, it was the worst mistake he's ever made. No, he makes my life a living hell. Like, how do you live with all these clothes and there's like tumbleweeds of fur everywhere?
Right.
bro,
That was,
you're-
I think it's on you, dude. That's like you're bad.
Your budget for lint rollers must
Yeah.
be through the roof.
Well, the funny thing is, I collect all his fur.
And what do you do? Make a second dog?
I plan on making some velted version of him when he passes away. I plan on passing the fur on to some old lady to like felt it and make a replica.
I was gonna say you should be kinder and more forgiving to your pets because you could wake up one day and find out that they're dying.
I know. I'm sorry to hear
Thank
about
you. I
your
appreciate
baby.
it. Anyway,
No, I'm super
shout out to
grateful
your
for his
dog. I can't
companionship.
believe you're collecting it for
You
your
should make like a scarf or a poncho or something
You're
out of the
kidding.
fur.
Are you kidding? No, I'm not kidding you.
Where do you store it?
Under a box or whatever. It's like bags and bags of white fur.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is
That's awesome.
insane.
No,
Behavior.
because like once you've learned what you could felt, you're just like, oh, this fur can be felted.
Wait, so you're gonna make a piece of clothing out of his
No,
hair?
I'm not gonna
You're
make.
fucking
What are you gonna make?
Cruella DeVille, dude.
What are you gonna make?
I am Cruella. What am I
Just
gonna
a
make?
replica of
No,
your
I'll
dog.
make like the same life size version of him, but Mochi 2.0.
Okay, that's you're
Oh, you're an evil genius.
yeah. You're not a humble genius. You're an evil genius.
I am an evil genius.
I want to ask you this because you are a Europe Fashion Month grizzled veteran, right?
I'm a
How many
slave
times
to
have you
it.
been- How many times do you think you come here for Fashion Week and shit?
This is my 15th year to Milan.
So 30
bet.
seasons.
You're not counting women's and men's. So like
I'm not. So
that's
60 seasons.
for a year. So I can't do the math. Hold on.
60.
4 times
Let's say
60 to
60.
6. Okay.
You got stripes
I'm
like a damn
stupid.
general, dude.
No, but other trips too to Milan.
Right,
So-
of course.
so
Look,
yeah, I've been to Milan over 100 times at least now.
that's wild.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wilder, that or the fact that you're keeping your dog's hair to make a replica of it.
We're learning so much about you. Have changed over the past 9 years because now you're crazy.
I am crazy.
What the fuck?
You have to be
The
crazy to
bucket
be
hats
still.
are too tight. Your
It
brain
is getting
broken.
tight. It's getting tighter.
Tommy,
No,
look, even the best of us, we get a little tired of like fucking cacio pepes, primi course, secondi course. Sometimes we just got to hit the golden arches. And from what I hear and know, you're a bit of a fucking expert when it comes to ordering like a big dog at the Italian McDonald's. What's your order at Italian Mickey D's?
crispy McBacon.
See? Perfetto.
Say McNuggets, which is 6.
6.
See.
What sauce?
What sauce?
Pomodoro?
Mutard.
Mutard?
See.
What'd you call me? Is it just mustard or is it honey mustard?
It's just mustard.
Wow.
Oh, no. You're right. It's honey mustard.
It's the standard honey mustard. They have the standard barbecue. They have standard ketchup. But you can get mayo, which is a fun little.
Oh, yeah. Mayo.
With your
but,
nuggets?
but not with this stomach can I get the mayo.
Oh, no, yeah.
Do you have IBS?
I'm Asian, so like.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so we got 6 nuggets of crispy McBacon.
And Coca Zero.
Coca Zero. No French fries.
Oh, wait. Why am I mixing French up with that?
It happens, bro. It's because your brain is broken.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Oh, God. It's so broken.
Does the Coke Zero at McDonald's hit Diffie just like a Diet Coke McDonald's does in the States?
Oh, I will never do Diet Coke. Sorry. But like.
Damn, bro, even at McDonald's?
Yeah.
Put your phone in there, it starts charging.
Tommy, when we were talking earlier, besides singing the praises as well of Italian McDonald's, you compared yourself to James Cameron. And I just wanted you on the record. Well, no, first you said Terrence Malick, then you corrected yourself. And I just wanted you to expand upon that with the mic in your face.
Oh, the pressure.
What do you mean by that?
I'm referring to how long I'm taking to work on this book project and like how irrelevant I am to like.
So this book project
generation.
is your Avatar 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Correct.
Books, plural.
Shh.
Oh,
Yes.
fuck. Did I say that?
That's all right. Yeah.
But so you've been working on, what exactly have you been working on?
I have been working on a book, but then it turned into books because there's so much content.
Too much content.
There's just too much content, and no one wants like a 50-pound book in their lap.
What are you talking about, bro?
Rihanna did it. Remember the Rihanna book?
Oh, that's true. She did, but that's a different
You're
story.
like on her level, I would say.
I am not.
You are
on
the Rihanna of street style photography.
I am late as fuck with this book. I'll tell you
Both
that.
serve hella cunt, dude.
Yeah.
That's true. I could be the Rihanna.
You're more
This is
alike
true.
to Rihanna than you might realize. But that's why you come and hang out with us, because we can put a battery in your back and gas you up at least for 10 minutes before you leave and go back to being a fucking weirdo.
I know. Well, weirdo 24/7. I'll take.
So that's what you meant by James Cameron. You're not going to dive to the bottom of the ocean to
Well,
like
first-
recreate your dog in Starfish or something like.
No, I said Terrence Malick first because first, yes, he's gay, and two, he takes this god awful time to make something, which is what I'm doing. But I guess I switched to James Cameron because I realized, okay, I have multiple projects coming out. So,
But you know what? Avatar 2, Way of Water, very fire.
Oh,
So
you enjoyed it?
You don't?
I did. Do you know how many people have given me hassle because I didn't because
It
they
made
enjoy it?
so much money. I mean,
It's a visual thing. Like, okay, don't get me wrong. The story is just meh.
Yeah,
but
so
like
it's-
that shit is not
Yeah.
easy to make. I'll tell you that.
So in that way, your book is meh, but not easy to make.
Yes.
Okay.
You're an auteur, is what you're saying.
I guess.
You're also a motherfucking brand obsessive. I feel like when you like a brand, you are all in. Is Drees still your number one addiction right now?
Addiction. Yeah. I mean, I would say it's up there, but I wouldn't say it's number one.
What's number one?
Oh, what's number one? Oh.
Can you even pick?
No.
Or what are some of the top contenders that are in play?
Yeah, who's in the running at least?
It's. I haven't. You know,
big dog's growling, dude.
It's so because I'm choking because I have no idea. Like, what is it that gets me excited? I mean, I love a good deal.
This man will not stop sending me links to the real when he's like, yo, this Dries thing is on sale.
Yeah, I'm cheap as fuck. Like, I refuse to pay retail. So, like, I'll wait for something to
smart.
To go
You're not
down.
cheap. You're smart.
Yeah.
No, I'm cheap.
Okay.
Yeah, I shop for other people
Smarter,
too.
not harder, dude. I respect that about you.
What are some of your like cheap ass like travel hacks?
Cheap ass travel hacks.
Besides eating at McDonald's for every meal.
Well, like, because like I don't have time to sit down for a meal like at 10 p.m.
You
right?
need fast food. Right.
Yeah, I do love
Tommy
fast
also
food.
did say that Italian Five Guys does hit as well.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
But Five
It's about
Guys
to be six guys when I come over.
when I pull up.
Well, in that case.
All right. So are you like, do you not check a bag? Are you one of those motherfuckers?
Oh no, of course I need to check a bag,
How
but
many
I
bags-
don't.
how
But
many
I
bags?
don't check. I used, you know what's crazy? I used to check 3 bags,
What are we down to now?
just one.
Okay.
Oh, that's appropriate.
That's normal.
You're not Jian or Wooster who it's
Their shit is growing.
It's embarrassing.
Oh, I know. I know what they
embarrassing.
pack.
Yeah.
I mean, they got multiple looks.
True.
So
I guess they're on the other side of it, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, and let's be real, people need to be flicking up this guy because you are never not like today, dude. The Gucci fisherman horsebit sandals, like he saw your fisherman sandals and he raised them a fucking bit. They're incredible.
I will admit, I changed for you guys.
Oh, really?
I changed just.
What's
for
the
you.
shirt?
Sweetheart.
It's John Elliott.
Really?
Oh, damn, dude. It's like
Very
a kimono
wrinkled.
style.
Yeah, it's like a. Well, the thing is, I'm too
Crinkly.
lazy to iron my shirts.
Yeah,
so-
Tommy, I was gonna say, do you want to go to the steamer store and drop a bag there?
My man's in the crinkle cut JE,
I-
dude.
If I brought a steamer, I'd blow it up immediately.
That's true, yo.
Because these fucking these.
So
plugs.
that's like conversion with like voltage and shit. Like
Yes.
when we were in London, or no, the UK a few years ago, Lawrence exploded his steamer.
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
It blew up like
The voltage and conversions are always a fucking annoying
Did you
annoyance.
burn down
But
the hotel or?
No, it was an
At an
Airbnb,
Airbnb.
and no, he didn't. Though it should have because it was a piece of shit and did not deserve to be on the market.
But
But, no,
besides-
you got to go from charger mode or whatever to adapter. That's the
Yeah.
key.
okay, thank you. Besides
Convert to adapter.
besides adapters and conversions and voltage and all that shit, do you have other pet peeves about Europe that like really irk you even after 100 trips in?
Yes. Just 2 days ago at the airport. Why can't you people board the plane when your group number is being called?
Socialism, bro.
Thank you. dude.
Yeah.
They think everyone's fucking equal. They think they should all get on at the same time.
Exactly.
Well, you know what? I paid extra for Group A, motherfucker.
Exactly. Well, what they call here is speedy boarding. So if you don't pay
Speedy
for
boarding?
yeah, an EasyJet. No, I'm serious.
Well, sit down, Giuseppe.
you threw-
'Cause I'm going on first.
Sit your ass down,
Giuseppe.
fucking Lorenzo.
Is that your go-to Italian?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
That or Mario
or Luigi,
or Tommy.
Tommy,
Tommy's
Jimmy,
better.
Tommy, and Larry. Tommy.
Wait, how do they say James? James. Jamie.
He's in character.
I don't know what
Ah,
they say.
okay.
Actually,
Okay.
no one here calls me by name. He's called, hey, China. No, I'm kidding. Italy, not racist. It's racist.
Well, that's not true. But, Tommy, besides the first book, what else would you like to plug? The floor is yours.
Check out my socials.
Yeah.
Where can the kids follow you, Tommy?
They
Tommy?
can find me on Instagram at Tommy Ton. And
You be posting, which I really like.
I'm a sporadic poster, but
You're like manic with it. You'll
Yeah.
like go on a
Yeah.
spree.
But it's fire because when he goes manic mode, then, you know, as a follower, you get a lot of inspo at once. It's like a brain dump, and I appreciate it
but
personally.
I'm making myself less relevant doing it that way. But I'm being
Fuck the algo, dude. Wooster was complaining about the same thing. Like, fuck it.
You know what Wooster did
What
to
did he do?
juice the algos? He dropped that fucking insane, awesome thirst trap with the titties out. Would you ever drop tit on the timeline just to like get to boost your engagement?
I don't think anyone wants this tit.
Oh, people
Although
want
they may want the alter ego Hello Titty.
Hello
Ooh.
Titty?
Yeah.
Is that your burner?
Hello Titty only comes out in Japan, by the way.
What? How would you describe Hello Titty? What's their personality like?
Loves Hello Kitty, clearly.
Okay, yeah.
Goes crazy for dessert and candy. Shows a lot of leg.
Like you are today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am showing quite a lot.
Getting a little preview.
It could go higher. What else does Hello Kitty do? Loves Dance Dance Revolution. Sucks at it though. Goes to karaoke till like 8 a.m.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
I gotta hang out with this
I want
guy.
to party with
Oh,
Hello
you want?
Kitty.
I'll show you the video in a second if you want.
Thank you. Privileged content.
Hello Kitty takes 6 hours to get ready. By the way.
Is there like a big like Luke on the facial? Like what's
Hold
going on?
I'll show you. Hello Kitty. Sorry, not Hello Kitty. Hello Titty has to do like full on custom nails.
Wow, dude, I can't wait to see.
Oh yeah, you'll see it in 2 seconds. Where the hell?
Anytime
is
they
this?
make an appearance. I mean, this is why you pay the big bucks for
We've
the.
low-key been suckling at the teat of Hello Kitty for over 9 years now.
Oh.
Wow. Fuck yeah, dude.
Hello, Kitty.
I'll share that screensaver for the Patreon, right?
Wow, that is incredible, dude.
Oh,
All right, well, Tommy Titty, thank you for coming on to the only podcast that matters.
One of our
my
favorite
pleasure.
guys, and I can't believe we finally got you for 10 minutes.
No.
Exactly.
It only took 9 years.
What
You'll
a
have-
fucking
it,
treat.
It might
dude.
have to be another 2 more years till you get me for a full hour.
Let's absolutely get those 2 beers. Thank you, Tommy. Ciao.
Thank you. Grazie mille.